am I going live? What's up, guys? Welcome to Pops and Henry Brothers Podcast. Wasn't even ready to go live, man.
Testing. I got mine on YouTube.
As usual, we're your three hosts. Travis in the middle, myself on the end over here, and we got Pops, the forefather, on the other end.
I'm just gonna use your Wi-Fi.
What's up, guys? Come on in the house while you're watching that game and talking to us at the same time.
We're having some technical difficulties, guys, but hang in there with us for a second.
Let us know how y'all hear us. Is everything A-OK?
Yeah, let us know how the volume is on everything, and how the mix is also.
Hey, fix that. Fix that over there, pal. Fix that.
Let me get this out first.
No, fix that too. Just like when your game's going. You see your game the same way. Okay, I'm on using your Wi-Fi now, so it's working.
So what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm tagging as many people as we can to get them in here. You know how we do. We at the beginning of the episode, we'll try to give everybody a chance to kind of come on in, so on and so forth. And get the party started. So we're gonna be tagging some folks. Nate, hope everything's good with you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Brandon, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ron, for tuning in. So hopefully everything's good with y'all.
What's up, fellas? Nate, you ain't driving that truck tonight?
Nah, he's driving the truck.
I'm gonna start calling him Optimus Prime.
Somebody's phone is up. Can't hear the background.
Optimus Prime.
Hopefully everybody's had a good week too. So
You can take that off then, huh, pal?
Are you ready for some football? Are you ready? Popping the every rubber.
yeah, we're just trying to tag some folks, get them in here.
These are easy to pick than the last few has been. God, been messed up. These picks, guys, all these teams are winning that didn't supposed to win, and a few upsets. What can we say? This year gonna be a crazy season.
What's up, guys? Y'all know the routine. We're just waiting on everybody to come in. We tagging some folks right now. We have some technical difficulties, so it's slowing us down. But we good. This guy hurt. And y'all know if y'all come in on Facebook to come over to YouTube, y'all already know what time it is.
That's funny right there. I got LeBron said he think he's gonna go out for the football, and he said,
It ain't gonna be funny when they come out for them Diddy parties. We'll see how funny it is.
"Come on now."
We'll see if everybody be laughing then. Find out.
I
real
can't.
quick.
I just don't understand what make grown men get in a room and get crazy like that.
Cause that's why they call it Hollywood. They weird, bro.
God, but it's, you either got already have that in you.
They some sex deviants. That's the point.
You either have to have that in you, or you substitute to be fooled or hypnotized, or you just got something that's not quite right with you, you know?
I guess hypnotized is one of the words you can use.
I don't know what it is. You need Jesus. That's what they need. They need Jesus.
Y'all need
And
that
less
for sure.
Satan. I'm not calling Diddy Satan, but he's somewhere in there.
That's who they all serve. Most of them, anyway.
Them got away
I
from
see a
him.
lot of them in Hollywood. Even some of your most beloved ones.
Most of them don't even
they're
believe in
part
God.
of it. They,
most of them don't even believe in God.
So
They believe in Satan, but they don't believe in God. Ain't that
well,
something?
they might believe in God. They just don't trust in Him and follow
No,
Him.
they actually say they don't. That's what they say.
You know,
They say they don't believe in God.
and
That's what a lot of them
yeah.
say.
Yeah, a lot of them might believe He exists, but that don't mean they know Him.
That ain't what they saying. That's some of them flat out and say they don't believe in God, man. That's just what they say. They don't believe in.
Yeah, I said
Christ.
some of them probably still believe in Him, but that don't mean they,
Yeah.
know Him and trust in Him.
A lot of them that I've listened to and experienced, they say they don't believe in God, but they believe in Satan.
Did you look over these?
Guys, I don't understand that. How can you believe in Satan and not
Details.
believe in God?
Not all the details. I guess that's what I'm saying. They acknowledge that God exists. They just don't believe in Him. is
No,
what
they
I'm
don't,
saying.
Patrick.
That's
I'm
what
telling you, a lot of
saying.
them don't believe in Him. No, they just don't believe in
Yeah,
Him.
we're
son.
watching the game, guys, on the side of us.
I gotta go
on
by
the
what
TV.
they say. I'm not gonna assume.
Yeah.
So if you see us looking to the side,
And I know some of them do.
that's what we're doing, watching the game. Also,
I know. I'm sure some of them do what they say they do, but a lot of them they don't believe in. They don't believe in God. And I'm just going by what
well, a
they
lot
say.
of them ain't gonna tell you that. They'll dance around the question and act like they do. They'll wear a Jesus piece or something and act like they'll say they believe in something, but they won't just come out and say God.
But a lot of them do. They be saying, they say, well, I don't.
Some of them come out.
I
and
don't
say
believe
they
in the religion. I don't believe in God. A lot of them says that. But like you said, a lot of them are dance around it. They say they not sure.
Yeah. A lot of them, if they believe in Satan, then that means they know there has to be a God. They just don't believe in Him and trust in Him. That's what I'm saying. They know that there's a God because they believe in Satan.
Come on, Atlanta. 39, man. What are y'all doing?
So,
well, I'm telling you, man.
But you're right, Pops. A lot of them don't.
My Falcons.
A
man.
lot of them don't believe in nothing except for Satan.
My Falcons on third down seem to be having a hard time getting off the field.
You know, and
that was long. There's no
Yeah.
way I should have gave it up on a screen pass, bro. Like, what the world?
And a lot of them too we got to remember, a lot of them were groomed from childhood too. You know, they got into the industry as children or teenagers, and so their belief system and all that stuff, they didn't even really have any of that yet at that point. You know what I mean?
Okay. Here we
Yeah.
go.
And so they were basically prime picking for those folks. They could influence them and like impart anything that they really wanted to in their minds, and kind of mold them and manipulate them as children. So anyway, another story for another day. Get into it, and then
The Bible say for us to believe in Him and be signed with Him while we're here on earth.
Mm-hmm.
But those that deny Him here on earth, they say in heaven He will deny you.
yeah, that's right.
That's the scripture,
Yeah,
people.
that's right.
have your fun. And like my son said.
But y'all know the routine. We just wait on everybody to come in, giving people time. We know people watching the game and everything. But we're trying to give everybody time.
7-0 already. Atlanta went down the field pretty impressive. So, but someone just got hurt. It was that D'Alford.
Brandon,
And it starts.
What's going on, Brandon?
Brandon said he got Mike Evans and Falcons defense on his fantasy team. So he got Mike Evans and the Falcons defense. So he can't.
That makes no sense. It's kind of contradicting.
You know what though? The way fantasy works is
You got Mike Evans to be good versus our defense, but you got our defense to stop. I don't get it.
believe the way fantasy is set up.
Fantasy-
This is why I hate
Hold on for a
fantasy
second.
football.
Fantasy is a little different.
This is why I don't like fantasy football.
The way fantasy is set up,
Can't stand
you
it.
can do that and still score high on both of them.
Yeah, on fantasy football.
Because it ain't about who wins the game per se. It's about
I get it's about
all these little
individuals
statistics
getting
and
the
stuff,
points,
yeah.
stats
I don't
and
play
points and all
fantasy.
that,
Yeah,
but I
man.
can't stand
Oh
fantasy.
snap! They came right back down the field and scored on them. What's them safeties at?
Oh, they was in the red zone, so that was real close. It wasn't no deep
Uh-oh.
pass or nothing.
They got trouble with red zone.
Probably on AJ Terrell. He don't want to be getting cooked by Evans all the time.
It is 7-7, people. It's gonna be a game.
AJ Terrell, like I said,
Division games, but this not a division game.
it was AJ Terrell.
This not a division game, is it?
Yes, it's a division game, pops.
Look at that. Why don't nobody's with him?
Nobody's even with him. I don't even know what happened. There was a confusion because AJ Terrell looked back at somebody
was
else.
it a rub route?
No,
A cross?
it's just AJ Terrell was looking at the other guy like he's supposed to go. I think AJ Terrell was playing zone, and I guess somebody in the middle was supposed to pick him up, and AJ Terrell was looking at the guy after play like you supposed to be here, or one of them two was supposed to be in there.
Somebody just said, "Oops." That's when you say "oops" when they run through there by themselves. Oops, that was your man.
So guys,
You worry about the Steelers. That's what you worry about.
Hey, we talking
we
about
gonna, and we're gonna see if you're gonna be saying oops.
We're talking about this
I
game.
know,
man.
but I'm talking about you and the Steelers.
So I can't say nothing
Yeah,
about
you
the
can say what you
Steelers.
want, but I'm gonna say what I want. That's what I'm
So
saying.
touchy.
Yeah, you
Touchy.
talking junk over there, man.
touchy.
We supposed to be
You
talking
worry about
this
handling the
game.
Steelers. That's what you worry about.
But you so touchy,
No,
dog.
worry about handling the Steelers. That's what you
You
heard.
need a hug.
No, I don't need no hug.
All right, you need.
Now you worry about handling
you
the
need
Steelers.
something. You so touchy.
Touch, you guys, you talking noise.
Because I said that. Oops. God,
Like your Cowboys. Oops.
we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right?
Yeah.
So
Cowboys are like the Rams. They got a lot of injuries right now.
speaking of pops, I just
Don't even
realized
put Cowboys in the same category with the Rams when it comes to injuries. Don't do that.
Did you know who we got injured right
Rams
now?
got like almost 10 people starters.
We got
injured.
9.
Stop.
We got 9.
You ain't got no 9 starters injured. Stop it.
speaking of pops, I just realized that we haven't given pops his official introduction yet. So without further ado, most of y'all know this already, but for those who may tune in later and watch this, Pops was a huge megastar worldwide in the
I'm
late
still
80s.
a star. I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm talking about music-wise in the videos of MTV and stuff.
I don't know about that. I don't know nothing
And
about
so this is a video that he made with the infamous group Snap.
that is not me.
It is you, Pops. And
It's
so
not me.
the man himself is sitting right.
Fake news. Fake news.
The man himself is sitting right in front of you. And so
Fake news.
without further ado, here we go.
Trump say fake news. That wouldn't be me.
And
That's
look,
just fake news.
and check him out. Check out how you look out at the screen, guys. Pops is serious. Again, a mix between Ving Rhames and Full Force and Coat Jam from Lisa Lisa. Dang.
You gotta look pretty rough, guys. You're not getting
Stay off my back.
Man, y'all look just alike. What you talking about?
Look how you look.
I look pretty
Now watch.
Only difference is his nose is bigger. That's it. Now the same complexion, everything. What are you talking about?
And you used to rock that hairstyle, Pops. We all used to rock them boxes.
Same hairstyle,
Watch the slow
same
motion, slow
rat
motion,
tail.
slow motion. Get it, Pops. One more time. Slow motion.
So you go honestly sit here and say you don't look like that guy.
Yeah, I don't.
Uh,
I don't look nothing like that guy.
Okay, everybody in the comments, y'all let us know. Do y'all think Pops look like that guy?
No, I don't look nothing like
we're gonna
that
put it
guy.
up one more time. Just
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna put it up one more time.
Take a good look and y'all tell me, do y'all think Pops look like this guy?
Pop don't look nothing like
Pops
that guy.
say he doesn't.
I say he
Let's
does.
see.
Y'all saying I do because y'all blind is a bad.
That's. A matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and play this slow motion too. This is Pops.
What is this thing y'all got about this video?
Look at look.
He brought that up.
Now, does that look like Pops or not?
No, it don't. It really don't. Head, shape, everything, face, everything's different.
Rap with it, Dad. Like word for word.
I'm a good looking guy. I can admit it.
compare.
One second,
Like, rap with it, word for word.
I'm not doing that, man. I'm not even into all that madness.
Let me ask you a question, Pops. Do you regret that you made it?
Look, I don't even know nothing about that.
Do you regret that you made it? Because if you regret that you made it,
It
just
look
say,
more like y'all than me.
just say you regret it, and
No,
just say
it
you
definitely
look.
looks like you, bro.
Just say you made a mistake. All right. Just look at everybody, look at the crowd, and say,
Oh, y'all ready to do this thing, man.
yeah, we doing it now. We're in the middle of it. We got a few topics to talk about. Before we talk about the topics, you want to talk about the topics first and then do the game previews, or vice versa?
Talk about the topic. That's how we normally do it. What are you talking about?
Talk about the topics. I don't know
Okay.
what Patrick's talking about.
What is he talking about, guys?
Not the picks. I mean game previews
You are
for our
way out there right
our
now.
team's games is what I'm saying.
That's,
We can do the
stick to-
preview as long as you don't
let's
get us
stick
taken
to-
down.
Let's stick to the
Once
flow,
again.
man. And don't put all that stuff up. You know you're going to get it taken down.
If this video stops, man,
It won't stop. Kevin.
we're gonna risk and attempt it anyway.
So Kevin says.
Took us down last week, man.
Kevin said, "Hey Henry family, hope you're good. My city, Milwaukee, is a buzz right now with the Brewers versus Mets winner take all game right down the street. My Vikings have had big leads on all their opponents so far.
I'll tell you.
So
Time he get in there, look at that, Dad. Look at that. Every time he gets
Give
in,
me all that
yeah,
stuff.
so yeah, and he said that his Vikings have had big leads on their opponents on all of their
nice.
on all their opponents so far. Then he said after
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little
That's
distracted.
right.
I'm
He
sorry.
said after week 4.
game going.
You got to be like I did when my game's on. I was
Then he
still
said
in-
after week
in the
4,
show.
my Vikings have trailed for 3 minutes and 26 seconds, which is
with you,
awesome.
baby.
That's
They're
cool.
second in the league in defensive takeaways. We were number 1.
I'm with you.
And 10, top 3 in scoring, 116 points, and tied for second in point differential, which is good. It's awesome.
Got to stay focused.
So that's good, man. The Vikings are steamroller, man. They're
Yeah,
doing
the
good.
Vikings seem to be trying to find their click early.
Travis finally won a week this season. So everybody, you know what? Let's clap our hands for Travis. He finally won a
He
week.
finally won one.
It took him 4, but he ain't even acknowledging what I'm saying. He hears me.
Yeah, he is not
He
here.
hears me, but he ain't acknowledging me. Good job, Trav.
See, this is how you know when people ain't used to winning shit, they do stuff like this.
So
This is what happens.
So with that being
'Cause
said-
Patrick's not used to winning anything. So
Oh,
he's only won a championship one time since we've been doing this.
That's
And
harsh.
I've won it 4, by the way. So I'm just saying. So I've been here, done
Now,
this, know
with-
how to take a win or a loss. And I told Patrick he needs to be humble. How does he know that this one win is not going to spike off 5 more wins?
God, that's kind of harsh.
That's why he needs to be humble.
now,
That's harsh, man.
me and Pops tied the first week. Just to recap, Pops won
He needs to be humble.
the second week. I won the third week, which put me and Pops tied at a win and a half. And then Travis won this past week. So me and Pops are tied, and we're both ahead of Travis by half a win. So it's pretty close so
We're
far.
here to try about a whole win.
What?
Yeah, it's about a half. I guess you pick it is a half. He said,
You don't even know what you're saying right now.
yeah, I
do you?
am. I said, we
No,
we
you
win
don't.
about a whole game,
No,
not
you
a half a game.
I don't, you know, I don't blame you, man. You know what I mean? I give you a break, okay?
You don't give me anything.
Because you don't even know what you're saying right now.
I do. I know exactly what I'm saying.
You said y'all ahead of me by a whole win, pal.
By a whole win. No, we're ahead of you by.
No, this is what he said. That's
I just
what I'm saying. He
explained
don't
it.
even know what he's
so
saying.
guys, let's and Ron said, "Oh, you're backstage. Thanks for letting me know, Ron." So let's go ahead and get Ron Thomas
He's
on.
supposed to know that, Ron. He's supposed to know that.
Oh, nobody's perfect.
You ain't perfect. Oh, players mess up. Okay, I'm with you.
I mean, I'm just saying, players do mess up. Ron Thomas to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Ron Thomas to the stage. Ron Thomas to the stage. What's going on, Ron?
If you'd have never hollered, we'd have never know you was back there,
He didn't holler. He just typed.
Yo, he
And
did.
he didn't type in all caps, so it wasn't a hollering type.
Ah, dog.
What's up, Ron?
Y'all missed a field goal,
What's up?
Uh-oh.
but y'all might get another chance with a flag.
Well, field goals.
So they're gonna gift y'all with another chance. That's good.
They gonna give him another chance, Pat?
Yep, they're gonna gift him with another one.
Yeah, they gonna give him another chance. So live.
Yeah, and
They in y'all favor right now.
Kevin said, with all that said, with the Brewers and the Mets doing well, his Vikings, just killing it so far. It's the story of the year. The Vikings come out of nowhere, man. Let me ask everybody a question too. In terms of last year's games, what does everybody think about the way that the Baltimore Ravens utterly destroyed the Buffalo Bills? I did not see that coming. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I didn't see it coming.
This fool missed again. 2 kicks back to back. How you make a 58-yarder and can't
And
make
that used to be one of the best in the business.
What is going on?
You ain't cool has been
Oh my
pretty
gosh,
good
man.
for the most part though.
How you make a 58-yarder and miss 2 kicks back to back, short yardage, bro? Like, what are you?
You ain't cool.
Falcons, boy. Falcons being Falcons. Here we go. I told you, Ron. Shooting our own self in the foot. This is what we do. Got the game, moving down the field, no problem. They can't beat us. We beating ourselves.
So Ron,
Already.
Yeah. So Ron, give us your take on how you feel about your team so far. Where y'all at? What you've seen, pros, cons, and stuff. 2 or 3 minutes.
The pros, I like our defense. The cons, our offense is suspect.
Okay.
And if we don't put touchdowns on Tampa Bay tonight, we're gonna lose the game.
Yeah, because they tend to been high scoring this year so far.
You got, like Travis always said, teams like this, we got to put a touchdown on them. Vice versa. If you don't do that, you will not win the game.
Right. Hold the phones down towards your lap, away from the cords, guys. The phones is what causes static pops. But yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Trav, you agree with that?
Yeah.
Trav said he agrees with it wholeheartedly. I will say this is
Brandon sent me a picture of him holding a fantasy ring, talking about reigning champ. This is why I do it. I just sit back, holding my face emoji.
Hey,
I care nothing about fantasy.
listen.
Guys.
Let me
Matter
break
of fact, don't even talk to me about fantasy.
Let me break this
football.
down
I
for
could
you.
care less.
this prestigious belt that we hold right now, that we use on this podcast. I won that in fantasy football at my former job. So, yeah, fantasy football is a big thing, whether you like it or not.
Well,
it's
to
huge.
me, it's not. So I can care less.
It's huge,
It's a
so.
big thing to you. Say that.
It's huge to.
Don't say it's a big thing to me, because it's not.
It's a huge thing to a lot of people. So, and
it
like I
might
said,
be a
that
huge
very
thing
belt,
to a lot of people, but not me.
that very belt right there, I won in a fantasy league.
I
So,
could care less.
and that was a year, by the way, when we had Big Ben, Le'Veon, and Antonio, when they was all just balling, showing out, and for some reason they passed, the first few people passed on Le'Veon Bell, and of course a lot of people didn't give Big Ben the respect he deserved anyway, and so I ended up killing it that year. I got so far ahead halfway through the season where I could have screwed up the second half of the season and still won. I'm trying to think. That was
Congrats, man.
That was year 16, 2016.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Maybe.
Can we get back to this now? Congrats.
Take your hand
But
off
can
my
we-
shoulder.
But can we get back to the topics at hand? Nobody wants to talk about fantasy football. Who gives a damn? Like, honestly.
Travis.
Just saying, bro. Like,
Can't thank you.
congrats to you, Brandon, for being the reigning champ. Hey, congrats to you, bro. Congrats to you, Pat, for winning fantasy football. Congrats. Now let's
You know what I feel like right now? I'm gonna tell you how I feel.
like shit. Who cares? You just wanted to play this clip.
I did.
You just wanted to play this clip so bad.
You could
I'm
not
already
live
ain't
with your
focused.
own
I'm still watching
failure.
the game. I'm trying to get you to get on point.
Where did that bring you?
Well, I'm trying to get him to get on point, Pops.
Back to me. And as long as there are those that remember what was, there will always be those that are unable to accept what
Best
can
villain
be.
ever, by the way. Best
They
villain
will
ever.
resist.
That's why you need to quit living in the past, Trap. That's all I'm saying.
How am I living in the past?
You just said. You know, that's what people do when they ain't ever won shit. I won for him, by the way. That's the past. You know what? Let me play it again. Just, you know, because apparently you didn't get the point.
Well, we ain't gonna never get this
You
show
could
done.
not live with your
No.
own failure.
Apparently you didn't get the memo. You didn't get
Well,
the
you
point.
talk to me when you ready to really start
And
the
as
show.
long as there are those that remember what was,
Listen to the words, Trap.
there will always be those that are unable to accept what can be.
Even Pop's laughing. all right.
Sometimes
Seriously.
Patrick be doing too much, y'all.
Seriously though,
He be doing
man.
too much, man.
Okay, man. If I
Way
did,
too much.
listen, man. If I did too much, I'm sorry, man. I'm only human. You know what I'm saying? I'm only human.
Yeah, you human, but you in charge of doing all that. Well, you about
But here I am with the belt, Dallas Cowboys
That's all I'm
drinking
saying.
cup.
So
I'm chilling
here's the
out.
thing about it.
What can I say?
Here's the thing about it. We got some topics to talk about, guys. First of all,
Let's go ahead and do this.
we're going to talk about Dallas Cowboys at Pittsburgh Steelers. Who has the edge overall?
Good stop, y'all. Good stop.
Who has the edge
Give us the
overall?
ball back. That's what I'm talking about. Mike Hughes, good job.
God, give me a good one, man.
And I will say that
Man, I'm waiting on Patrick till he start.
Yeah, really.
If he get serious, I'll get serious.
I will say
All
that
right, guys, we're in this.
I will say that you got two teams who are kind of an anomaly on both sides of the ball, on both sides with both teams, because you have the Pittsburgh Steelers who went 3-0, and even though it wasn't high scoring, blowouts that we won by, it wasn't, like the prettiest. We came into week 4 with the number 1 defense, with the most takeaways and the number 1 scoring defense, and and fought some pretty close games. Whereas on the other side, Dallas Cowboys have put up a whole lot of points and have looked like the Dallas Cowboys in 2 of those games. And then at the same time, they are last in the league in running, I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And
I'm lying right now.
yeah, because the offensive line is not, kind of getting the running game
Them
going.
rookies right now. We
And
can
so
tell.
both teams are kind of anomalies in that respect, right? But I think it's going to be a good game. I think on paper, these teams are pretty evenly matched.
No,
And so
that's if they both was healthy.
pretty evenly matched. Joey Porter,
He's not listening, guys.
Joey Porter and the defensive backs on the Pittsburgh Steelers haven't given up a whole lot of yards. People tend to try to avoid Joey Porter. And on the same thing, and it's the same way with not Lamb, but the cornerback's name, Pop. My mind drew a
What are you
blank.
talking about?
Your number one
Bland?
cornerback. Yeah, Bland. Golly,
I mean-
my mind
His
went
number
blank.
1 cornerback is
It
Diggs.
did.
Diggs, I'm
but
trying to say.
Bland is our other number.
Yeah. I'm talking about
Bland.
Bland. I'm Diggs.
You talking
I
about
mean.
Bland?
Diggs. I'm talking about Diggs.
Diggs is not coming off of ACA.
And
ACL, so he's slowly putting himself in
yeah.
there.
Well, Bland for right now.
Yeah, Bland,
So,
yeah.
but Bland's doing good and haven't really, hadn't looked bad either. So, we've been playing pretty good and usually sticks the other team's number 1 receiver. And so, if you look at position by position, the stats that they put up, so on and so forth, of course, Dak's got better stats than Justin Fields, but every other position, they're pretty similar and they built kind of the same. And so, it's going to be a pretty interesting game. I think both teams are similar. They got mobile quarterbacks. They got good receivers. They got good edge rushing. You know what I mean? They got good secondary. It's gonna be a good game, I think. I think at home the Steelers have the advantage with the terrible towels.
All right.
So that's how you feel. But Pops, with Dallas and the Steelers, who had an edge overall in this game?
Cowboys lead in the series right now, but for the last few meetings, the Steelers up 1. But the series, Dallas leads in the series.
Yeah, 17-16. That's
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm. But let me add another thing on that. I'm jumping from you. Go ahead, Travis.
No, man.
But
It's your
here goes what my son just said. He's right on point. But that's if we were healthy. Right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now watch this knowledge, guys. Check me out. The Pittsburgh Steelers is favored 2.5 points right now. We got rookies on one side of our opposite line, and Cook is hurt. That's our other wide receiver. So we only got one wide receiver that's the number one starter, which is CeeDee Lamb, and the rest of them is going to be a bunch of rookies. So they've given the edge to the Steelers with 2.5 points. Okay, now our number one defensive people are out. Michael Paulson are out. Tank Lawrence is out. Bland is out, and one of our Smith, that's in the center field, the one we drafted to be a run stopper, he was out last week too. That's why y'all saw all that mess going on. So, and then we got Clark coming in, which he coming off injury. So Cowboys that's what I said, they pretty much like the Rams. They're pretty banged up right now. I mean, y'all, I'm giving y'all stats. Go behind me and fact check me, okay? You see Pops right on the point. I'm not gonna lie about something like that, but the theory is next man up. But how can you say the next man's up when you got Michael Paulson and Tank Lawrence out and Blake? Come on. But we are going to be next man up. But the reason I think we got a chance to win this game, our quarterback is better than theirs. Any way you look at it. Dak has always been an ace when it comes to playing the Steelers. Zeke is back. They don't let him play much. They said he's reserving him. I don't know what that's all about. But Zeke, if you come in that game, you're going to see he's going to have a good game. I don't know what it is. I wish I knew. But right now, the Steelers is looking edge. And if you really look at it and go by that, they got an edge on us right now because they healthy right now. They pretty healthy right now. And Cowboys are not. But that's no excuse, guys. That's no excuse.
well,
next man up.
I think next man up is next man up regardless.
I gotta commend you. I gotta say wow, because I wasn't expecting you to go there at all.
Oh, man, I'm straight up.
Wow.
Guys, if you're looking for fact, come to Pop. I'm the one with the Pop.
Wow.
Me and Ron was talking earlier about some things, and
He's still
telling
doing a
Ron
little
which
bit
one
of,
they're down
you
like
know.
it's supposed to be. I mean,
I mean, I give him credit on that.
I would love to brag and say we're gonna no. Right now, I'm just going with the Cowboys because of our quarterback and a couple decent players. Now we got C.J. Henry. Is it T.J. Henry? C.J. Henry, we got in place of Lawrence. He was off the Washington Redskins.
KJ Henry.
KJ, thanks, son. KJ, and he looked good, guys.
From Clemson.
Yeah, from Clemson. Y'all remember him on Clemson? He was the number. He wanted the number one star.
Basically one of the guys that we wanted, Ron.
Yeah.
Who was looking at the pass rush.
Did you remember him, Ron?
The real fast guy.
Brandon, y'all remember that guy?
He went to Washington.
And he was on the practice squad.
Yeah, nice.
He ain't got a chance to play yet, so.
Yeah.
But Ron, how do you feel on this? Who do you feel like has the edge between Dallas and the Steelers?
I feel like the Steelers got the edge.
Okay.
And this why. Their defense, they know how to wrap up. They know how to cover. They know how to get to their spots on that defense.
Most of the time.
And they're playing Pittsburgh. So they're going to be more fire on top of. And you got T.J. Watt. Yeah.
Coming
might
off a
be
loss,
long
yeah.
day for Dallas. But that.
Yeah. And I don't. Yeah.
I'm
And not making no excuses because every team has holding calls that they don't get called for them and all that stuff, which happened with everybody. It happens last week with us a lot too. I mean, that was one play where he just hugged TJ and TJ drug him like 3 yards, looking at the ref, going, "What in the world?" And typically, even if you miss a few calls like that, if you get beat at the end of the game, you've lost by 2 scores or 3 scores, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. But you battle your way back and you lose by 3 points, and you get some of those crucial calls. then that will turn the game the other way. But next man up is next man up because Pop's team is not the only one that's got injuries. You know, our
In this game, we are.
no, you're not.
Y'all
we
ain't
got
starting. Yeah,
Highsmith,
bro.
we got Highsmith out. We have rookies on our
Them
offensive.
backups, dude. Come on, Patrick. Be honest now.
Alex Highsmith is our starting right outside linebacker. He is injured and he is out. We have rookies on our offensive. We have a rookie on our offensive line also, and then also Jalen Warren may not be able to play. He was limited today. Wednesday in practice yesterday, and so everybody's got injuries. And I had to push back on one thing when Pop said that his situation is similar to the Rams situation. Nobody else in the league has a situation similar to the Rams. They have, I think, is it 7 starters out, Trav? Or 6? The Rams?
Rams, I think it's like 8 or 10.
8 to 10. Nobody, Dallas, Steelers, Falcons, nobody in the league has a situation similar to the Rams.
Your opinion.
If I'm not mistaken,
No, that's-
Dallas Cowboys have three starters out.
That ain't
Or
right.
4.
You need to study more.
4 starters out. We
You
have
need to study more. You're wrong.
4 major starters out.
Guys, he ain't nowhere near. Right.
Micah Parsons. You got the rookie that's covered on the line. You just said, and I don't remember the names of all your names on your team.
I know you don't.
They
You
got
need to
Michael
study.
Parsons, they got Lawrence, they got Bland.
Bland, and then
Got Smith, the one we drafted, put us still off the field.
yeah.
So y'all don't know what you're talking
so
about.
that's 4.
Then we got Bland.
That's he said Bland. That's
And-
4
and-
major starters, right?
We're not done. And Wilson's out.
Okay.
So y'all don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
that's
Guys,
4.
they don't even know that.
That's 4 major starters.
No, that's 6.
We're talking about 4 major. No, that's not 4. That's not 6. That's
These are
4.
starters I'm talking about. He's not backup.
That's. I'm
Guys,
talking
study.
about your major starters.
These
or
are the
something.
starters I'm calling.
That's what I'm saying. You got 4 major starters,
know who Wilson
whereas
is?
the
Do you know
Rams
who
have
Wilson
8.
is?
The Rams.
Do you know who Wilson is?
Rams have 8 to 10.
Guys.
You cannot. I don't. The audacity to try to even compare the two situations, pops.
Wait a minute now.
It's ludicrousness.
You are a speak on that end. I'm one on this end. So you're gonna tell me what I should say and what I should figure out? How that work, bro?
Let me ask you a question. Do you which team is worse, having 8 to 10 major starters out or having 4?
See, Ryan, we gotta stop holding, man. I told you we're killing ourselves.
Well, I can tell you, it depends on
ourselves, dog.
who's out and who's holding.
We gotta stop that.
If you're not gonna agree with nothing I say, Patrick,
No,
I
so-
ask the question.
So I don't have to agree with it, but
No, I don't even.
because what you're saying don't make any sense.
Well, go ahead and finish what you're doing. I'll listen to
Wouldn't you agree, Trap? He said it depends
The
on who's
Rams-
out.
The Rams have way more starters
Yeah,
out
but-
than Dallas.
But the Rams ain't playing the Steelers. We talking about in this
So-
game.
so I asked-
I get it. I
My
get it.
God, guys.
So I asked.
Look,
the-
we talking about the injuries though. That's what we're talking about.
so I asked Pops a question. I
and
said,
what I'm saying,
My
is,
statement was we just like the Rams. We got injuries. That's what I said.
right, and y'all injuries is gonna affect y'all, no
of
doubt.
course, 100%.
But we're just making a distinction that the Rams injuries is far more
No, it's not.
crucial
No, it's not.
than y'all.
The number 1 pass rusher in the NFL, that's Michael Parsons. He's out. So don't say it's the same thing as it's not. That's like TJ being out.
I don't know if he's the number 1 pass.
Arguably,
The number 1 defensive player in the NFL, they say it's Michael
arguably
Parsons.
top
Now they
three.
act like they don't know
top
that.
5.
But the bottom line is this right here. You can say what you want to say, but I'm talking about stats and the numbers.
Was that a Cordell Hyde signing?
The bottom thing is this. Ron, what you said about you think I think the edge is who got the best quarterback. Any game. Any
We're not
game.
talking about edges.
Wait, let me talk with my I didn't interrupt you. But if you want to go ahead, Patrick. Go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish.
The game gonna play Sunday, and y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Go ahead and keep talking.
I think the edge with the boil down to the Steelers fans. That's what
That's
I
not
think.
it. Back in the day, it was so.
They play a big part for the Steelers. If they
Okay.
get hot,
I respect your opinion, though. I gotta respect your opinion.
But anyway, so
Look, Ron, I'll
I
say
asked,
this,
I asked Pops a question. I said,
and I answered.
if you
but
got
didn't
2
accept
teams
it.
and you have one that's got 4 major starters out versus another that's got between 8 and 10, which team is affected more? And he said it depends on who's out.
It depends on who's out. It does. It depends on who's out. It does.
I told him it was
That's
his
not
phone.
That's not
It's
it.
your phone.
You gonna kick me with my phone around like that?
No. I'm saying I was trying to see was that what it was.
If
Can't
you
put
just-
it there. You gotta set it here.
Yeah, down like that is good
I
too,
can't
Pops.
see way over there.
The point I'm getting to is, at the end of the day, I think we tend to play very strong well, the first 3 games we played strong the whole game, but we played very strong in the third and fourth quarter, especially coming from behind. I mean, like, you know, I haven't seen a team like the Steelers consistently year in and year out.
Oh my God.
No, what I'm saying is the last several years,
That's crazy what
play
you're
from
saying.
behind and make up deficits like that. So
You
we
get behind on the Cowboys, you ain't coming back.
17-0 going into half, and then only losing by 3. So I think that even if the Cowboys had a lead going into the fourth quarter, unless you up significantly, then it's still gonna be hard to count us out. So, but it's gonna be a good game, man. You know,
Well-
win, lose, or draw, it'll be a good game, and it's not gonna be easy on either side. And I think that the winner, who I believe is gonna be the Steelers.
Kyle Pitts getting shut down again.
Yeah, I think the winner is gonna win by somewhere between 6 and 10 points. It's gonna be a close game. It ain't gonna be a blowout.
Let me give you my opinion why I said that any game, win or lose, or win or losses, it depends on the quarterback. You can say what you want to say, but everybody that looks at the game know if your quarterback's in check, that quarterback himself can take a game.
Touchdown.
Could take a game. Now the Steelers got a weak secondary. They got a good, like you said, Ron. They got good tackle on their front foot, but their secondary is weak. What did Dak Prescott do better than anybody? Under pressure, he's the number 1 quarterback. Under pressure, Dak Prescott's the number 1 quarterback in the NFL under pressure. Check it. Fact. Let me talk, Patrick.
Darnell Mooney just scored a touchdown.
Number 1 in the NFL with pass rushing. When you rushing Dak Prescott, he's number 1 in it. I'm telling you again. And that line we got ain't a bad line now. So TJ, I know he's good, but I'm telling you now, them rookies we got on that line, they just getting their gelling. So I'm telling you right now, I'm looking for Dak Prescott to be the edge on that game. Hey, and we ain't got one good wide receiver called Cook is hurt.
Pop said that we had a weak secondary, yet we went into week 4 with the most interceptions.
Then y'all lose the game.
We had the highest scoring defense
they lose the game, guys?
and the most takeaways
Did they lose the game?
going into.
I know all that. You talking about the passing.
You asked me to let you finish, and I stopped when you were talking.
But I
so
wasn't
let,
done. You
so
cut
let me
me
finish.
off. You cut me off,
You
Patrick.
stopped for
All
like.
right, go ahead.
You had
Go
a
ahead.
10-second pause.
Go ahead.
Did he not?
Go ahead.
Oh, y'all got come on. This is like
No,
petty,
come on,
bro.
let him. No, it's not.
All I'm
petty.
saying is.
No,
We're
I'm saying,
doing
y'all-
our jobs right
I know,
now.
but you take turns on talking.
That's
one,
what we do.
One talks
It's
and then the
okay.
next one
It ain't
talks.
even like that.
Okay.
That's all you gotta do.
So-
It's not that
Go ahead, Patrick.
serious.
It ain't
All
even like
I'm
that.
saying is.
I'm saying, bro. Like
The Cowboys
all that
fans,
back and forth
the Cowboys
stuff, bro.
fans always paint this narrative.
Don't
that
say Cowboy fans.
They
Don't
want
do that.
everybody to go along with about their team as opposed to any other team. We don't have a weak secondary. Again, through the first 3 weeks, we had the most takeaways, the most interceptions, and we had the best red zone defense. That's not a weak secondary.
When y'all lost,
So it doesn't matter if you lose. Y'all lost to the Saints.
Just asking you a
No, hold on for a
question.
second. I'm not finished.
But I'm not trying to be paid.
I'm not finished real
See,
quick.
guys,
Let me
let me
finish.
ask you.
So with that being said, you talk about, yeah, but y'all lost last week. Yeah, but y'all lost to the
Yeah,
Saints.
we lost. We did.
Okay, well in that case,
But ask me a question about it, I'll
Hold on for a
answer
second.
you.
If a loss negates all the things that culminate to you being ranked at a certain place, then that means that one loss negated everything positive that you said about the Cowboys. So
Man,
when
I'm
we make
talking about this game.
when we make statements about like
I'm
that,
talking about this game.
it should apply to both sides. So now that has been dealt with and addressed, forget about.
You're not gonna stop me from saying what I'm gonna say, bro.
Hold on.
Brian wants to say something, y'all.
Forget about a loss that we both had. All I'm saying is the fact of the matter is, coming to this game, we're both pretty similar, and we're still a top 10 defense, top 8 defense.
Yeah, defense is legit.
Yeah,
No question
and
about it.
nobody said nothing about
and then when it comes to quarterbacks,
That secondary is suspect. You'll see. You watch and see now.
it just
No,
it's
that
like
secondary is not
it's
suspect.
like it's like he takes facts and just like totally just disregards them.
But I mean,
anyway,
it's
No,
literally not,
I love facts. Don't be doing that to me.
and
I
last but not least,
I study.
when
You
you talk
know.
about quarterbacks, is Dak Prescott the best quarterback, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, if not arguably the best during the regular season? Absolutely. But
Here we go. We going someplace else, y'all.
No, what I'm saying is don't dump on Justin Fields like he doesn't have the tangibles and he can't.
Man, we the one that called Justin Fields the quarterback. You said he wouldn't
because
be.
here's the thing about it.
Listen at this dude.
Russell Wilson
He
would
said
be
Justin
starter
Fields
if
wouldn't
he
be the
wasn't
quarterback.
hurt. Justin Fields didn't beat out Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson got hurt.
I think he did. He looked better.
Golly, man. Like, anyway. So with that being said, Don't dump on Justin Fields.
Ryan got a question, bro.
I know.
The guest has a.
He ain't gonna let-
his hand
he
for
ain't
the
gonna let-
last
all I'm saying
2
is-
minutes.
all I'm saying
we
is-
gotta respect the guest, guys.
The
Don't
quarterback.
say guys. I'm not saying anything.
No, I'm saying, but while both y'all are
Well, you
arguing,
say I'm not saying anything. No, don't
but
even
if
do
both
that.
y'all are going at it, then the
We
guest.
ain't going there. I'm listening.
Why are you cutting
Yeah,
me
we're-
off?
Because you keep
man?
saying I'm doing it, I'm not. No, I'm not taking that. Sitting
Yeah,
here,
this is
listen,
good.
no.
This is good for the podcast too, because we're debating a point about
Well,
our
we're
teams
waiting for
in
your
the game.
for your words.
You know, that's
man.
what these shows do. You have
I give, bro. I give.
you know. So is nobody ever supposed to have like a dialogue back and forth where we debate each other a little bit? That's what we're doing. All I was gonna say is Justin Fields has been accurate. He's protected the ball. He hasn't thrown any interceptions, right? And he's had, you know, even though his touchdowns, he doesn't have the touchdowns that you know a lot of other quarterbacks has as far as his accuracy and his passing percentage. And then protecting the ball, he's done really well. So it should be, you know, Justin Fields, if protected by the line, and as long as he don't start making errors, should be able to manage the game enough to keep up with Dak and the Cowboys. That's all I was going to say.
Okay, you done?
Go ahead, Ryan.
All I
Let's
was
talk about
gonna
it.
say, all I was gonna say is both of y'all got a good defense. I think this might be a real defensive game, to be honest with you. Both of y'all got good defense. I don't think the wide receivers gonna have this breakout game. I don't see that coming in this game. I think it's gonna be a defensive game from both of them. If you got a good running game and a good defense, you're gonna win the game.
Yeah,
No,
and right now our running game is better because Dallas is the last in the league in running and rushing. That's a fact. It's not, and the eye test says it. Now
Can I say something?
they might pick up steam and
Listen, I understand. Not to cut you off, but I have to say this.
you did cut me off though.
Well, I know, but y'all been talking the whole time. I gotta say something.
Go ahead.
Well, Travis,
You know what
I
I mean?
asked you a while ago before you even talk. You said you had nothing to say.
And then Dallas has the worst. Not I say worst, but is last in the league in rushing, and they're one of the least in stopping the run. Also on the other side of the ball. So I mean, it should be good.
I'm tired of trying to.
Go ahead, Pop.
Fight the
Go ahead,
system
Trap.
Go ahead, Trap.
between y'all,
Go ahead,
bro.
Trap.
Like, it's getting old. Like,
Man, we talking about the game. Go ahead, bro.
Like this is what we do on the podcast. You talking about football? Like we're not supposed to talk about football?
Let him talk now, Patrick. Let him talk.
That doesn't make sense to me.
It's football. We're supposed to be talking.
That's what we're supposed to be doing.
But
Go ahead,
you
Trap.
got the flow, man.
I ain't got nothing to say, man. Y'all go ahead.
Come on, don't
alright.
be petty like that.
We'll move on then.
But if he ain't gonna say it's my turn, though, I'm just gonna say that, Ron, you made a lot of good points, and our running ain't been subpar because they haven't been. If you watch now, for those that been watching the Cowboy games, they haven't been let Zeke run the ball. So we don't know what kind of really running game we got. We don't even know. The only time that Zeke got in the game was the first game, and we won that convincing because he ran pretty good. The last two games, Zeke ain't even got a chance to get in there to the third quarter. So all I'm saying is this. I don't know exactly what kind of running game we got yet, up until the first game. But if they could put this game in there, put Zeke in there, because everybody know Zeke's better than any of those guys we got running. He's heavier, he's bigger, and he's more wise, and he got more experience. Now, all I'm saying is that the experience do count. But I will say this. You can say what you want to say, guys. When it comes to a game being real close, that quarterback gives you the edge. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Now, Dak Prescott, if you go to rotating and moving around, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. Now, right now they got an edge on them because our running ain't been the best. Y'all know that. But I'm telling you, when Dak Prescott moving around in that pocket like he does, we got CeeDee Lamb. That's all we got right now. We got them other rookies in that now. But all I'm saying to you is this. If they all come together and play like they're supposed to, and you throw passes at us, we've been known to come down with them. So I know who their quarterback is. Me and Travis was telling y'all he would be the quarterback. But I also know who that quarterback is. Every time we went up against him, we had our best day against that quarterback they got. Now, that's all I'm going to say. And but Steelers got a better defense. But with Michael Parsons and Tank and Williams there, it evens out because Michael Parsons is trouble by himself. You can say what you want to say. TJ Watt is good, but Michael is faster, and he's everywhere. If Michael's in that game, I'll say Dallas got a problem. But right now, our main three people's out, like Ron say, the defense is gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
It's gonna be a long day for both defenses. I don't think it will be a high score game.
I don't think it will either.
Well, I'm gonna put it this way: we got a rookie over there, number 21, and I'm telling you, this guy is not the best defender. He's trying to get his footing, and that's where our weakness is right now. Everybody knows that's where our weakness is. But they got another guy that's gonna come in and sort of help him. But that's my only concern with number 21. That's my only concern. But that's how people been scoring against us, Ron.
I could see on the Steelers getting a pick on that. I could see that.
Well, that would be a good guess because Dak gonna be under pressure. But
Right.
I will say this: the last game, Dak didn't throw a pick.
Right, but the last game, he
No.
had not.
The last game, he didn't throw a pick.
Right, I know that, Pop, but he had not seen no defense like.
Oh yes, we have. We played. I think we played the Saints, and right now Saints got a better defense according to the NFL.
No, they
Say
don't.
that. No, let me finish. Saints.
What are we doing here, man?
I'm just. This is me saying my opinion. What's wrong with that?
It's not a
That's
fact.
what's wrong with me saying
It's
my
not a
opinion.
fact,
though.
Pops. If it's a fact,
What kind of show if you can't say your opinion?
That's not true though. Saints defense is not better than the Steelers defense.
Oh, okay,
It's not.
okay.
It's just a fact.
and it's not just because it's my team. It's a fact.
And I ain't got nothing
But
invested
guys,
in either one of y'all.
here on this
That's a
podcast,
fact.
I'm gonna say my opinion regardless if you like it or not.
No, you can say
Oh, no,
that.
no,
Dad, we're
no.
not
Every
saying
time
you
I say
can't-
something, y'all, no.
Dad,
I'm gonna say my
We're not
opinion.
saying you can't say your opinion, but at least have some factual statements behind
This
it.
is what I think. It is some statements. I look at this, the Saints, and I think they're better.
Okay, Ron, what was you gonna say, Ron?
Especially with quarterback.
All I was gonna say is, like I've been saying, it's gonna be a defensive game.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That has
Bottom
not
line,
seen-
Dallas cannot stop the run. That's the bottom line.
And with Najee and Jalen,
Well, that's not so.
And that's what's going to kill them.
That's not so. We stopped the run the first game,
That's what's going to kill them ultimately.
and they got a back that's number 3 in the NFL.
And until they figure out how to stop the run, it's going to be a problem for them. That's pretty much what this game is going to come down to. Can Dallas stop the run? If they can't, then they're done. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
But the reason I say that's not so, when we played the last 2 games, we lost. Second half, those guys couldn't score or pass. Somebody was stopping something.
Now, if they can
You
stop.
can't. No, wait a minute. I'm talking now. I let
Bro, you
talk.
cut me off in the middle of what I was
No, you
talking.
stopped.
No,
Okay.
you was cutting me off the whole time while I was talking.
All right, okay. I thought you stopped.
Only reason I stopped because you cut me off. That's why I stopped.
Okay.
But the point I'm making is this: if they can stop the run, then yeah, they got a chance. But as of right now, they ain't been able to stop the run. That's been the issue with them. And before you do anything, you gotta be able to stop the run. If you can't stop the run, you don't stand a chance against no team. So that's pretty much our problem.
and Najee, Jalen, and Cordero Patterson, that's a problem.
They got a problem
Well,
against.
Here go no Patrick after Trav is a rotate down this way. Remember?
I don't
forgot?
know. I don't know if we.
You
like,
know that? Yes, you do know it. Don't say like you don't know it.
Pops. You
It ain't
and Trav were.
necessarily-
Oh, it ain't. Oh,
It's
okay.
not necessarily
No,
order,
it ain't
and you
Different rules now. Okay.
No,
okay.
if you're
no
talking-
problem. No problem.
y'all had already been talking for a few minutes.
That's
Pops.
what
I
we
figured I
normally
would
do
jump
it.
in real
That's
quick.
what we normally
Then
do.
ain't no necessarily no rotation.
Oh, okay. I
Unless
know,
we're
man.
making picks, then that's a rotation.
No,
but
we-
if you're talking about something, whoever wants to talk or jump in
Okay.
when somebody's done,
It's all good. It's all good. That's what we're doing.
So Brandon said the Saints and Ravens took y'all out of the running the ball because y'all was playing catch up. And then he says teams won't throw much if the run defense doesn't get better. They'll just run. And then Kevin says, makes sense to me if you bother Travis in the heat of the middle of his favorite team getting scored on, he's going to react much different than
You're right.
than the
That's
question
what
for
the
him
problem
on
is
a
here.
Tuesday afternoon.
That's right on money.
And then Nate said, this is what Nate said. Dang.
Arrest record. What the hell?
Patrick, are we talking of what we're doing?
It says wrap
Man,
it up.
focus, man.
That's what Nate said.
Patrick don't know how to read the room.
Focus,
He
dude.
don't know.
But guys,
Birds of Prey said Nate said wrap it up.
the bottom line is this right here. That's going to be a good game. I know you're all saying what's going to happen, but I've seen upsets and I've seen games. This year, we've been picking these games and none of them turned out the way we picked. And we normally don't get it. I'm telling you. Cowboys, you don't know what kind of running game we got because we ain't been running. We ain't been using the runners. But I will say this much right here. That game going to be a surprise to all of y'all. Now, you remember they said who's the best and this and that. I'm just telling you. Dak Prescott He could be the difference maker. Remember, I said it. He could be the difference maker. Good quarterbacks in a game that's tight, they can be the difference maker.
All right, we're moving on. This is the last thing I'll say about it. Before the game starts, end of the day, one team's gonna win, one team's gonna lose. If y'all win, I'll say hats off, good congratulations. If we win, I'll still say good game, and then that'll be the end of it. Next topic: Tampa at Falcons. Who has the edge overall? That game is going on right now, and it seems like it's a battle. It seems like it's back and forth.
You can't give no edge right now.
Which it's kind of irrelevant to
you can't do
this
that now.
topic
The
now
game's
because the
playing.
game is in the middle of
You
playing.
can't do that now.
So,
Jesus.
this topic was supposed to be before the game started, guys. So.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah. But basically,
What was that?
going to the next topic.
God.
As far as the edge, I'll say we dead even.
But you had another topic.
I mean,
you had a subtopic in
But
there too, right?
and another, yeah. And another thing, the Devontae Adams to the Jets trade along with the Falcons in a 3-way trade. I don't know if you heard about that, but that's in talks right now. I don't know how real it is, but people say it's a reliable source that it
Devontae
is
Adams
real.
coming back.
Devontae Adams is with the Raiders, and he might have played his last down as a Raider, and the Jets are trying to trade for him. Supposedly, the Raiders are trying to trade Devontae Adams to the Jets, and we're trying to get
Y'all one of the teams.
Hassan Reddick from the Eagles. We got to put that in there too.
Okay.
Yeah, Eagles. We're trying to get Hassan Reddick from the Eagles.
I don't know if you want him or not.
And we're trying to say something, man. Basically, we're trying to get the pass rusher, and Devontae Adams is trying to go to the Jets. And they said the Raiders offered us they wanted Tyler Algier, but we turned it down and said we'll give him a second instead. So talks are going on right now, and they saying if the Jets get Devontae Adams, go ahead, Ryan. You got something you want to say? Go ahead. Waste my time.
Ain't nobody talking with you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
If that do happen, I would be happy because it will help our pass rusher. It will put the quarterbacks on notice. Like we would go after the quarterbacks. And with the Adams situation is, would he be the number one wide receiver over them? With the Jets?
Well, I mean, he will be the number 2 technically because Garrett Wilson is the number 1 over there. So
Right.
he would be the number 2.
But would he be happy over there?
I think he would. Playing with Aaron Rodgers, I think it'd be, as long as Aaron Rodgers stay healthy, I think he'd be happy. But see, us getting Hassan Reddick, that will help us too, because we need more pass rush. You put him with Judon and Grady Jarrett and Kaden Nellis and Anyamata and all those guys, we should be good to go. And I think the Raiders is they was talking about giving Raiders a second for Devontae Adams.
Nice.
And more draft picks.
Okay.
So like maybe like a second, a fourth, and a 6th or something
I
for
got
Devontae
you.
Adams. And in return, we get Hassan Reddick from the Eagles in a 3-way trade.
Yeah.
And the Eagles get draft picks also.
Okay.
But here's what I believe. I believe that the Falcons are getting ready to do something crazy by letting one of those backs go. It's just me. Because the way they was talking, they're getting ready to let one of them backs go. Now, I might be crazy on my part. I might be. But what do you think, Ron? You and Brandon, what y'all think? The way they talking, think like they're thinking about it, guys.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I brought this up to Travis and Nate the other night. I could say it, but I don't want they to do that.
Man, I don't want to do it either. Y'all
It's a monster.
Yeah. 2 point. Yeah.
He is a straight monster when he run the ball. So
He is.
I mean,
Yeah, and that's what I say about as far as Tyler Algier and Pops. What I'll say to that is, yeah, that's what they say the Raiders asked for Tyler Algier. Supposedly, this is what the talks are saying. Say they asked for Tyler Algier, and we turned them down and said no, but we'll give you a second rounder instead.
Okay.
So if that's the case, then they already turned that down. So
Yeah.
they'll be stupid to get rid of Tyler
I
Algier.
dig that.
I've been
Yeah.
saying this. I've been
Yeah.
on record
But-
saying this. I know we got Bijan Robinson. I know he's
Yeah.
supposed to be the guy. They trying to build him up to be this guy. But as of right now, Tyler Algier has been the best back on this team. Always have been the best back on this team. And
Yeah.
until Bijan surpasses him, that's what it is. Tyler Algier runs tougher. He's basically our Jamal Anderson
Oh,
of this team.
But Travis,
And he's the better back as of right
Yeah.
now. He
you know,
is.
some people think
He
he's the
averaged-
best. Some people think Robinson is.
Listen,
Yeah.
when this man runs the ball, this man is averaging 6 to 7 yards a carry.
That's good.
And they only give him the ball 8 times. Imagine giving this
Yeah.
man the ball 15 to 16
Yeah,
times. He'll get over 100 yards each game. I don't know why the coaches can't see this. This is common sense. And the defenses get banged up even trying to tackle him.
Because they are
good.
ordained to make Robinson the number one man.
No, they don't have to do that. though.
I know they don't
That's
have
what
to,
I'm
but
saying.
that's what they're doing.
But that's what I'm saying. See, like I said, Tyler Algier. Give him
Still,
the ball.
it's all about what your coaches think.
But when you give him the ball, but that's what I'm saying. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I'm
huh?
listening.
No,
I
you're
agree
not.
with-
How can you say you listening and I'm saying the same exact thing that you're saying?
But
that
you're not looking
listening?
at what Atlanta's doing. They trying to make Robinson the number one guy, though.
This is why I get frustrated.
Don't
guys.
get frustrated with them because I'm telling you what they're
Dad,
doing.
I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
He's agreeing with you, Pops.
No, he's not. He's thinking I don't understand what he's saying. I do.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. It should be obvious that Tyler Algier should be getting this ball a lot more. The coaching staff is not doing that. Why? Because they're trying to make Bijan the guy. And
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah.
But if he's not working, especially in certain games, then you should give Tyler, go with the hot hand. If Tyler is hot, like the last game, every time Tyler came in, he almost averaged 8 yards a carry. And you only gave him the ball like 8 times.
Yeah.
He had like 60 yards on 8 carries.
Yeah.
Bijan had like 16 carries with like
I get it.
50 something yards.
I get it. I get it.
Like, bruh, like what are we talking about
And we
here?
agree with you 100%. I agree with you.
So he's obviously the better back. I've been saying this.
I agree with you.
So he should be starting, and
At-
Bijan should be coming in off of him as a scat
At
back.
the very
That's
least,
what it
you,
should be.
at the very least, you can say that at least up until this point, he's a better back, right?
But Travis, here's my point.
When we drafted Tyler Algier, he got 1,000 yards his rookie season,
Yeah.
and then you come right back and draft Bijan, which was messed up, by the way, because it's like you already got a starting back. Why would you double it up like that, and then you just automatically push Tyler Algier to the back?
Yeah, they
Can I
That's
answer
insane.
why they
But
did
that
it?
was Arthur Smith doing
They-
that.
Can I answer the question why
wanted
why he did that?
Yeah, tell me since I don't know.
No,
Tell
they wanted a
tell
two-back
me
team.
more. Tell me more that I don't know about
They
the
wanted
team and
I'm
why
gonna tell
they
you.
did that. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you why they did it because you're so close to it you won't acknowledge it. But I'm gonna tell you what it is. Yeah, I laugh, but I'm gonna tell you the fact. Every back got so long to be in the NFL until they think they go down the hill. They got this younger guy because they look at your man to be slowing down within the next year or so. I'm just telling you.
He was only in
so
the league
wait a
one
minute,
year.
let me see.
You say the most asinine things, man. And this is why I get frustrated with you so
I
much.
bet a lot of them out there saying Pops is right.
Nobody is saying that. Nobody's gonna say you're right.
He was only in the league 1
Let
year,
me
Pops.
finish at
He
least,
was in the
man.
league 1 year,
Can I
literally.
finish my statement?
And then Arthur Smith come right back with his dumb ass and
God.
draft Bijan Robinson when we don't even need him. They could have got a pass rush instead of Bijan. Yeah, sure, I'll take him. But that ain't my first choice. I wouldn't have took no back when you already got a back that rushing over 1,000 yards.
Can I
as a
finish
rookie.
my statement?
Like,
When you got a good back and they go get another good back, they're looking to the future. I'm telling you what's happening. They're looking for the future.
Pops.
Just let me finish, bro.
Okay.
Who's to say I'm wrong though?
They was looking to the future when they drafted Tyler Algier, Pops.
I know that was then, but this is now. Somebody is looking at the future.
1 year.
Okay.
Pops,
Why do you think they're giving them the ball more?
if you
Don't be no
Because
problem. I'm just
they're trying to force feed Bijan.
why?
Even when he getting stuck, they're trying to make him the face of the team, but he's not
Because-
So
that.
that's what I'm saying, guys.
But he's not that.
that's what happens
But
As of right now,
when
he's
a
not
coach
that.
when
They're
a
going, they're going off of his
Okay,
name and what he
when
did in
it- when
college.
it-
I get it.
But
when
what
they-
you forget
But
is
right
this.
now, if
When
you
it-
look at in between the tackles in the NFL, Tyler Algier
Okay.
is the better back.
this is what happens.
I agree with you,
This
son.
is what
But the
happens.
bottom line is this: you're not thinking like the coaches are.
That's I'm
I know
about.
how the coaches think. That's what I.
No,
That's why,
you don't.
Look at that.
Because you would keep saying
Look
that
at
the
that.
coaches don't see what you see. They probably
So Pops, this is a prime example of when a coach and or management has a pick. They have their guy,
Exactly.
and they want their guy. It was the same thing with a lot of other teams. You know, my mind went blank because I'm thinking of 2 or 3 different things to say at one time.
Just say one thing at a time. Stop
Because
do 3 things at one time. Jesus.
You know, it's kind of like when a quarterback's playing better, but the coach and the team gets rid of that quarterback or sits him to get or brings another guy in because that guy's not their guy, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So with that being said, it's like they got Robinson to come in to supposedly be a 2-back tandem, but for whatever reason, it could be connections to somebody else in the background that we don't see. But for whatever reason, Robinson became.
No, Arthur Smith brought Bijan in there to be the number 1 guy.
Exactly.
Over Tyler.
Yeah, that's what I'm,
Even
that's
though
what I'm
they
saying.
already had a number 1 guy.
That's what I'm saying. So
Which didn't make no sense.
And we don't know.
And this is part
And
of the
it doesn't
reason
make sense.
why his ass got fired. And he did that also to try to save his job because he know his damn play calling wasn't up to par enough versus the pass. So he figured he could double up the running game and just put his whole career on running the ball and keeping him afloat. That's why he did that.
yeah, I get it.
That's why he did it.
But what I'm saying is this. All of you listening say, well, Pop talking crazy. You might say I'm talking crazy, but I'm going to tell you something. But the way football is, NFL means not for long. I'm telling you, that's a scheme and that's a plan to put BJ as the face. And you can say that because you don't like what I'm saying.
already said that.
But I'm saying. And the
You're just
reason
repeating what I'm saying. Say something different.
I am.
How you gonna repeat exactly what I'm saying?
You
It's
just
like
read
you're
what I
giving new
said.
information.
I just want you to let me finish.
Well, I want you to finish by saying something new that I didn't say already.
I'm going to say what I got on my mind.
So you're gonna say what I just said?
No, you didn't say this.
Yes, I
said
did.
that they want him to be the number 1 face.
Pops, are you saying that he didn't say this?
I'm saying what I said, dude. Okay? See, Patrick want to sit there and egg about, but I ain't even into that yet. The bottom line is this. I'm not going to say no more, but y'all remember I said this. By midway of the season, let's see what happened. Go ahead on.
Ron, did I not just say every single thing he said?
I know, but
Correct me if I'm wrong.
so why did you cut me off if I was saying the same thing?
Because I didn't want you to waste your time repeating what I just said.
But let me say, let my time be my
So
time.
you're gonna repeat exactly what I
I'm
said?
not repeating. I'm repeating what
No,
I
that's
thought.
what you did.
I'm repeating what I said.
I'm not gonna let you
Travis,
repeat.
come
Wow.
on, son.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you repeat exactly what I
Wow.
just said. verbatim.
While we're
I'm not
at
gonna
it,
do that.
I wanted
You gotta
to.
come up with your own thought.
The bottom line, this is my own thought.
No, it's my thought because I just said that.
Okay. We're not going to do this back and forth. All I said is what I said in the beginning before you even said anything.
Why?
I believe this is going to take place. They want him to be the number 1 man. That's
Okay.
why they didn't get him just to be a 1-2. They could have got a lot of it. They could have got pass rushers, but they wanted that guy for a specific reason.
Because that's their guy. So, real quick, I just wanted to acknowledge a new person in the room, or he may have been here before, and I may not recognize it. Ryan, the historian Walker. Welcome in, Ryan. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Ryan's been here before. What's up, Ryan?
Okay, my fault, man. My
What's
fault.
up? Well, I'll digress. I could be wrong, guys.
Go check out Ryan the Historian's YouTube and Facebook page, The Bird Cage.
Okay, we'll
Go
do
subscribe. Go check him out. If you haven't already, subscribe and check him out. He has a fly show also.
it. Awesome. Kevin says, "Let my time be my time," with exclamation mark, quote unquote. Quit tap dancing around the truth like the late great Gregory Hines.
Well, you gotta do somebody's air here, boy. This is crazy.
But
Real quick, while you can look at the bottom left of the screen, putting our YouTube channel up there again. Please go follow, like, subscribe, and that'll help grow the channel. That'll help us to continue to be able to, give you content and do bigger and better things in the future. So if you don't mind, go ahead and tap that like and subscribe button, and follow us on YouTube.
But I could say that if they figure them 2 backs out, they're gonna have you know what, unstoppable team. They got all this and don't know what to do with it, and they can't figure it. Like Travis said, the other guys should be in, and I'm saying these should be involved. The bottom line is this: it seems like somebody ain't got a handle on who should be in there. That's what it seemed like to me.
It's just bad coaching. It's like,
That's what I'm saying.
and it's obviously coaches that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Well,
It's obvious.
Why do you say they don't know? They
Because
coaches.
if the fans can see this, I don't know why they can't.
Yeah.
This don't make no sense. Even I'm not the only one saying this. Ryan has said this. Ron the historian and said it's on his show.
The bottom line is this, though.
He believes the same way I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all
Ron has said this.
more power to you. The coaches is thinking entirely different from the way y'all thinking.
But I guess we don't see what we see, I guess.
No,
maybe,
you see.
maybe we seeing the wrong things, Ron. We could be seeing the wrong things. Maybe
I just think the coaches a little closer to the situation.
Maybe y'all
they got a
don't
little
know
more experience. They got a little more saying they get paid to do it.
no.
Maybe y'all don't know y'all's own team as much as the
No, that ain't
Dallas
what we
fans.
said. That ain't what we
Listen,
said.
listen.
You want to start something else with that? Ain't what we
Listen,
said.
hold
We're
on.
talking about Atlanta, dude.
Hold on one second, Ron.
Oh, that
Maybe
man.
what it is
I was being facetious on
they don't know. They're
I
trying
ain't
to
paying no
get.
attention.
It's called. They're trying to get cute. Instead of doing what works, they're trying to be fancy because of a name, and that very thing will end up getting you fired. Look at Arthur Smith. That's what happened to him.
Yeah, it does.
It will get you fired because you believe in a name so much. But if the production ain't on the field, even all the shows are saying, Bijan, where you at? You ain't showed up yet. What's going on with you? It's week 5. Even they saying it. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm done with that.
But go ahead, Ron. You want to say something?
I was gonna say maybe the reason they giving Tyler Algier the ball, maybe they think about trading for a better draft pick than us. I mean, because he is not Raheem Morris. Yeah, Raheem Morris did not draft Tyler Algier. Arthur Smith did. So Raheem Morris might be trying to clean out all
He
the
didn't
players.
draft Bijan Robinson either.
Right. Maybe.
So that ain't no excuse.
I mean, I don't know.
And it don't make sense to try to get him carries to trade him. Why would you trade somebody to try to get a draft pick for something that you already know that you got that's tangible on the field right now? When you can get a draft pick that you don't know if they're gonna pan out, they're gonna be a bust or whatever. That makes no sense to me.
How much are they paying that
You
back?
see what I'm saying?
Can y'all answer
It
that?
makes no sense.
How much is they paying?
He's not getting a lot of money.
He's not
No,
getting a
at
lot
all.
of money, Pop.
How much are they paying that? Now,
I don't know exactly what he getting paid, but he ain't getting.
Do you know how much they getting paid?
Hey,
No,
Guys, y'all, it's y'all team and y'all don't know.
You don't even know what your players getting paid. What are you talking about?
I do know what
No,
my
I already
players.
knew what he was
I
doing.
do know what my players getting paid.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I already knew what Dad was finna go with that. How you gonna call somebody out about your own player? You don't know how much they make, and you don't even know how much your own players making. How much Zeke
Why are
making?
you so?
No.
you so-
Forget all that. Forget all that. How much is Zeke Elliott making?
He's making $2 million, and
How-
with a $3 million bonus. That's your question. That's your answer.
Stop.
No, you said I didn't know.
So if I go look that up right now, that's what it's
Go
gonna be.
look for it. Go look for it.
Man, you
It's
talking
3
about
all
the side of your
together.
neck.
Of course I am.
Anyway, go ahead, Ron.
Jerry Jones. That's the way Jerry Jones paying all these people, dog. I'm just telling you what the deal is, guys.
This man, I'll tell you, boy. Go ahead, Ron.
It's just my opinion, guys. It don't make necessarily say I'm right.
I
You know what I mean? It's
forgot
just my
what I was
opinion.
gonna say.
Yeah, it's just an opinion. Go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry for cutting you off, brother.
No, you're not.
I forgot what I was gonna say now. So
You said you was gonna say what I just said. You said.
never mind. Let's move on to the.
But I'm moving on to the next topic. Patch, unless you got something you want to say on it before I move on. I knew he was finna go when as soon as he said it. I'm
I don't have
you don't
anything-
even know what your own players are making.
I don't
What
have
are you
anything in
talking
particular to say. You know,
Team already losing. I'm already irritated. That ain't helping. But then you say crazy stuff like that. It's
all
even
I'm
worse.
saying is
My
like,
opinion.
if
Your opinion is trash. How about that?
That's okay, but that's still my opinion.
here's my only
Your
thing.
opinion is trash. How about that? And that's my opinion.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's
Here's-
my opinion, though.
Here's the only thing that I.
So you have to accept it, right?
No, I accept it when you said
There
it.
you go.
Here's the only thing that if somebody says how do you say this? Puts out a
There we
stat
go.
and it's
We
a
adding
true
on.
and it's a true stat. No, I'm just saying like, I'm trying to understand if somebody puts out a
I
true
already see
stat.
where you going. What he's saying is, if somebody puts out a stat that's a fact, you can't say, "Well, I don't believe that because this is my opinion." When it's a fact right in front of you.
But I was asking the question though.
Am I wrong?
I wasn't
You go
putting
ahead.
out a fact. I was asking.
Okay, just saying.
Guys, you realize I was asking? I said, how much? It wasn't me putting out no fact. Then you asked me about Zeke, and I told you. Jerry ain't paying nobody no money right now. Everybody know that. Everybody that he hired is making 1 to 2 or 3 million. That's it, guys. Believe me, fact check me. It's just the fact that I know, guys.
I was talking about before when you made the comment about the Saints defense being better than the Steelers.
That was a while back. We done moved from there, bro. That was just my opinion, though, Patrick.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me right. Guys, he's still talking about that. That was something he said a moment ago. Here we go again.
But what he's saying is that was fact that the Saints defense
Statistically
is not better than the Steelers.
across the board.
That's not an opinion.
I was saying what I thought. I made that clear. I said, to me, I think that.
Okay, so you know you was wrong. You're not.
No, I don't think I was wrong.
Okay.
But I'm not saying I'm not. That's what I was thinking, guys.
I know, but we're telling you, you was wrong.
Well, okay, that's just your opinion too.
Kevin drew from a classic movie line. Gentlemen, what we have here is a failure to communicate.
I don't think so, bro. We communicate. We just disagreeing to agree. That's what you got here.
But going to the next topic, Amari Cooper trade back to Dallas from Cleveland. Is it a real thing? This is what people are talking
about. Is it
about.
rumors or is it legitimate?
I ain't got
No,
nothing to say.
this is picking up steam.
Okay.
So Pops, what do you think about that?
No, don't ask me. Y'all do it first.
It's your team.
No. Y'all go ahead and say something
your
first.
team.
You're not gonna cut me off and jump me. Y'all two talk first.
Bro, he's talking about going to Dallas. It's your team.
I know, but
so you need to be the first to talk on it.
I ain't got to be the first.
What are you, 5 years old?
See, go ahead and throw me out if you
I'm
want
just
to.
saying though, bro.
Guys, I just told them to
go.
go ahead. I want to hear their opinion first. That's just simple as that. You say we ain't got no order here, so I want to hear what y'all got to say first.
I'll start.
Dude,
Dallas
thank you.
Cowboys got rid of Amari Cooper for a reason. Because toward the end of his tenure with Dallas, correct me if I'm wrong, Travis, he started getting injured more. And even though he wasn't degraded to a great extent, he still wasn't quite as fast. And again, that might be due to the injuries. He started getting little nicks and nagging injuries and stuff. So when he goes to, since he's left the Dallas Cowboys, he hasn't had like a huge major impact on the league with Cleveland. That's the only other team he's been with, right?
No.
Well, he was with Raiders too.
Raiders, I'm sorry. So yeah, he went to the Raiders and then to Cleveland. That's right. So with that being said,
Raiders first.
can anyybody remember like
That's why when
anything
he
that's
left from Dallas where he go? That was Pastor saying he left from Dallas where he went. Patrick's still right what he said.
No, he was saying.
He said when he left Dallas he went. That's what he was saying.
Was you saying what other team?
Didn't you say when he left Dallas, Patrick?
what do you ask me?
Didn't you say when he left Dallas where he went to? Then that's what you saying.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah. So
You was right.
Dallas. My point is Dallas got rid of him for a reason because
He
they
went to
could
Cleveland,
see
like
he
you
was
said.
he was declining. He was getting injured more. And I'm gonna ask everybody a question, and then I'll wait on the answer. Can you remember anything that like just stands out in such an awesome way that Amari Cooper did with the Raiders and with Cleveland?
Oh yeah, he had his moments with Raiders. Now he had
but
deep ball type things.
but like I'm
Threat.
a few plays.
His route running stands out. He's one of the best route runners in the league.
That's
in
not
this case, stay
That's
healthy.
real, Patrick.
not denying that. Not denying that. I agree with it. I've said the same thing. But impact wise, on behalf of the Raiders and league wide,
Leave the Raiders alone. It's the Browns. now we talking about.
Can anybody tell me like the biggest standout thing that Amari Cooper did that's impactful across the league that put the Raiders in playoff contention, a deep playoff run, or same? You know what I mean?
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
It go back to your quarterback. Your quarterback got to put you in the right place at the right time for a wide receiver to show up and show out. If you don't got no good quarterback, then your wide receiver core is not going to do nothing.
Okay, but
What was Caleb
my only thing I can say to that, Ron, is
what was he doing?
he was playing for the best regular season quarterback in the league, and they still got rid of him.
With who though?
Dak Prescott. You saying Dak Prescott wasn't a good quarterback?
No, I'm not saying that. But when he went to Cleveland, he had not been the same. Quarterbacks matter.
That's my point, though.
And
I don't. Can you blame all that on the quarterback?
Yeah.
a lot of it got Deshaun ain't been playing.
You was right on point what he
And
said.
then
You was right on
Deshaun-
point what you said. Got to do with the quarterback.
And then Deshaun was getting hurt too. Remember,
That's what
the
I'm
other
saying.
guys coming in.
Yeah.
It wasn't really
But
Cooper's fault.
but Flacco didn't they make a playoff run with Flacco?
Flacco, come on. No,
Did they not make a playoff run with
I was
Flacco?
talking about the Cowboys and Murray Cooper.
Right.
We done went somewhere else.
I think I don't know.
He did. They did. Huh?
Well, all I can say is your quarterback matters.
But Flacco balled out when he got in at the last third of the season.
But the reason Dallas traded him the first time because he kept getting injured.
That's my point.
Right.
That's
why they
the
traded
whole
him.
point I'm making.
But it seemed like he got himself together
That's
since he
not it.
left, as far
That's
as
not
staying
it.
healthy wise.
That's
Anyway,
not it.
But Deshaun Watson,
that was it. Why y'all
Hell.
traded him?
But can I?
Deshaun Watson,
You didn't want to speak on it. Remember, it's
I
your
let y'all go
team. You
first.
didn't want
Yeah.
to speak.
I
Go
let
ahead,
y'all
Ron.
go first. That's why.
I see what you're saying, and I see what you're saying as far as Deshaun Watson. And is it fair to say that maybe Deshaun Watson himself wasn't healthy his first year
I don't want to go first.
because he
your
kept
team.
getting hurt, right?
Doesn't
Anything
matter.
they got, let me tell y'all
But
something. Anything they got to
man.
do.
But I will give you
anything-
credit in
hold
what
on,
you
hold on, pal, hold on,
said.
pal. Anything
He's
they got,
talking,
I know,
Travis.
that's why I told him hold on for a
Oh,
second.
man.
Anything they got to do with your team, you should be willing to jump in there and talk
I
about
am
it first.
But I get
Okay.
Charleston when I come in.
All right,
though.
so
That's crazy.
what I was gonna say is,
Deshaun Watson had that other stuff going on outside.
yeah,
of-
I agree. And so when you look at now, when Deshaun was with Texas before all this other stuff started happening,
He was balling.
then he was balling. But that's another story. But when he was with Cleveland, so far his play at Cleveland has not rivaled Dak's play with
Right.
the Cowboys. So I see what you're saying. Is that what you're saying overall? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
Overall, your quarterback matters.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both because I still think that Amari Cooper had lost a step there with the injuries and stuff.
To me, Amari Cooper is a good wide receiver.
He didn't
To
lose
me.
no stuff. He just got
Y'all way out there, man.
When you got Deshaun Watson, don't look like Deshaun Watson no more, it gonna make the whole wide receiver look bad.
Or worse than what they would have been.
Right.
Yeah,
So, to me, in my opinion,
I get what you're saying. I mean, that's a valid point. I think.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, I just think that some of it was
He just said yeah. And he
some of it was
he said yeah and kept talking. God dang it.
some of it was, you know how sometimes you'll say yeah before you say something, not like yeah like I'm done, but like yeah, and then you say something else. So I think some of it was Deshaun, and then some of it was Amari too. Because when I say lost a step, not that he wasn't one of the best route runners anymore. It's just the injuries made it to where he couldn't perform the way he was performing. That's what I mean. If that makes sense.
let me ask you this.
Okay.
Is Cooper number one wide receiver?
For Cleveland,
What kind of
For
question is
Cleveland.
that?
I joined some of it this.
I'm trying to remember who their wide receivers are.
Do they got another wide receiver that will take the pressure off of him?
They got a decent. Yeah,
Who's their receivers?
Brown's got some good receivers.
Travis
now.
could probably answer that question better because
I can answer for you. But
I can't remember what their receivers.
I can't remember who their receivers are. And that's just me being honest,
I don't really watch Cleveland
like that. So I will say Amari, when he first got there, he was starting, and it seemed like the second year he was there, he was being rotated in. So I think that picked up somebody in the draft and made a
Never
trade.
happened.
They got the wide receiver from Denver.
So I was right. So they made a trade.
Right. But that dude had not even came into his own either.
Yeah.
So how you have Cooper out and you don't even have not came
Mark
into
Cooper
your
ain't been
own.
kept out game.
It's. I guess that's just a matter of like what their coaches think for their team.
Dad, if you know what
I'm
you're
trying to
doing,
get in
speak.
there. I can't get in
Jump in there and speak. You been doing it.
there. And you'll say I'll cut you off.
So
you been
all I was gonna say is,
do it.
so basically,
You aggravated, dog.
it. I guess if you can look at it both sides, a part of me, I can say
Oh, you want to talk?
I didn't view him as a number one receiver his second and third year there, but part of me is like, dang, I didn't really keep up with it that much to know which games he started and which games he didn't. So
Right. So it like
I think Pops want to say something, Pop.
what's up, Pops? Talk to him.
Listen, no,
Ron was talking. He was like smack
You-
dabbing him.
You was talking.
no, Ron, go ahead, because I
Yeah.
ain't saying the word. I'm just listening. Go ahead, Ron.
Talk to
Now
him.
go ahead and finish what you're gonna finish. That's important. Go ahead.
I just think a number one wide receiver, Amari Cooper, in my opinion, he need help to help him be that number one wide receiver, to take a lot of the pressure off of him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that point. I get that.
So if you don't got nobody else better than Amari Cooper, this is what you're gonna get. In my opinion.
I like it. An example for me is like when we had Antonio Brown and Martavis Bryant.
Bingo.
You know, Antonio Brown was hands down the number one receiver, one of the best in the league, if not the best, arguably at the time. But Martavis Bryant could play on that level,
Bingo.
and so that's what made it dangerous. Because even if you double team Antonio, you have Martavis. So
Well,
I think I see what you're saying.
Well, it's just like if you trade Amari back to Dallas, it actually makes sense because him and CeeDee Lamb needs help.
What?
Then you got Jake
So that's what
Ferguson.
you're saying. I get you now, Ron. I got you. Okay, I got you.
Then you got Jake Ferguson at tight end, along with Ezekiel Elliott and the other running backs they got, Deuce Vaughn and
Yeah.
What?
the other
I
guy.
get you. I get you.
But CeeDee Lamb needs some help, and then you got Brandon Cooks coming back
Yeah. Thanks for clarifying that, Ron and
from the
Travis.
injury. So you'll have CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Amari Cooper. So that
Right.
and Jake Ferguson. So there won't be no excuses of we only got one receiver, we ain't got
Right.
nobody else.
It
So
will-
there will be no
that
more
will
excuses
help
on that,
each-
Pops, if that
That
happens.
will help each other off. Out.
But the thing is, what is that gonna do with it? Is he gonna excel with that then, or is it gonna be the same thing?
He should. With all that talent right there, he should.
He should. Yeah, it looks good on paper.
It look good on paper. Now, can they come together as one and not two no more?
Okay. First of all, when Cooper was with Dak, they was number one tandem. They was number one in the NFL. That's one thing I don't know where y'all at. When the Browns, I'm gonna give it to you like it really is. I've been listening. Now when we played the Browns, they said it so many times that Cooper was number one receiver for them. They kept trying to force the ball to Cooper. So that answered that other question. And Cooper was never missed a game with them. He was never out. I don't know where all that came from. He's been number one. So that answers all that. Now the other thing, the reason that Dallas let him go because of the money, and there was plays that Mark Cooper would take off. He just I listened to you. Let me say the facts.
I'm saying he did miss some games with Cleveland, but go ahead.
They let Mark Cooper go because of the money. We paid him so much money, and he gets stagnant. It was time that Mark Cooper let off. He let off plays from time. Everybody knows this is true. I'm not just talking. This is what happened. This is why they let him go. And then they gave us a pick. So Jerry Jones seen a chance to make some money. He let him go because he had got up under that fee he was paying him, which is a pretty big fee number.
Okay.
And then Mark Cooper would take plays off. He does that from time to time. Just like Jerry Rice, he take plays off from time to time. And the other reason, he wasn't hurt. They let him go because
You
of
talking
that.
about Randy Moss?
I said like Randy Moss take plays off.
You said Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice is what I'm talking. He's the one to take plays off. Jerry Rice too. But come on, guys, my point. Let me make my point here. The point I'm making here is this. That's why they let him go, because sometimes he would get stagnant. Okay. Now I might have said the wrong. I meant to say Randy Moss. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
Now I'm only human. I'm gonna make mistakes.
Yes, sir. I
But
got
the bottom line is this here. I'm trying to tell you what happened to Mark Cooper, so y'all get all that other stuff out of here. They let him go because of the fee, because there are times Marvin Cooper wouldn't show up. He would take plays off, and then they gave him a round pick. Now let me say one thing about Mark Cooper. There ain't none better running the routes than him. None better. And he ain't lost no step either. I don't know where that came from. Now when him and Dak was, see, they should have never let him go, but Jerry Jones did that. He saw a chance to make more money, and he wanted to get up under that fee. But they didn't let him go because he was hurt and all that, and that never happened. When Marvin Cooper would get hurt, he would still play. That's one thing I love about Cooper. He would get hurt, guys, and still play. So all of that is just, that's all. I want you to fact check me, go back and check on it, and see why did Jerry let him go. You'll see what I'm hitting. It'll tell you exactly what I said. Now, for them getting him back, when Amari Cooper was there, he was number one receiver, and CD was sucker. That's why that thing come on. CD is not a first receiver, but he was. We had two. But if he come back, because right now we don't have a one really number one receiver. We got Cook, and Cook's a journeyman. Cook is turning to be a good second choice. But if you get Cooper and CD, Cooper will be the best third tandem that someone can have. But the bottom line is that we got a couple rookies coming up, and they just ain't. They taking a while. So the bottom line is still, don't fool yourself. Dak Prescott, whomever is his receiver, they be like number one. They be like number one out there. So you put him back up and Cooper's quarterback over there. He's not. Everybody know he's not that quarterback. He have his moments, but come on, Watson is not that quarterback. He's just not. Don't be saying, "Oh, he's up." He have his time when he could throw, but he ain't that quarterback anymore. That's why Cooper is having such a time. He went out. He said in that game last week, Coop got so upset. He said, "I want out." Because they just went him and Watson's on the sideline pussing. That's a lot of reason he want out there. But I'll tell you this much here: if you get back to Dak Prescott again, because when he with Dak, he was our number one guy, and we really have a problem with him. But Jerry Jones did that. He just and there was time Coop didn't show up, but it wasn't because anything wrong. He just sometimes take plays off. He just did it. I don't know why. But go fact check me, see what happened.
Can I give you my personal opinion?
Well, I'm just telling you what happened.
Yeah,
You
can I-
your opinion. I'm just telling you what happened. Like I said a while ago, talk about what you know.
This is my opinion. It's just an opinion. Amari Cooper coming back to the Cowboys. This is going to be unpopular to Cowboys fans.
Oh
But
no,
now-
it won't.
But now,
They jumped up and down about that,
but
dude.
now, what I'm talking about my opinion. I'm
what
about
are
to
you
give you.
talking about?
My opinion that I'm about to give you is
Ron, did you
gonna
hear that?
it will be unpopular. To
Cowboy fans jumped up and down about that trade.
Pops, the opinion that I'm about to give will be unpopular to Cowboys fans, but other people outside of that fan base will look at it and go, you know what, he might have a point. We'll have to see, wait
Who
and see what
cares about
happens.
people that not in our fan base? Who cares?
Because we're doing a football podcast for all the fans, not just Cowboys
y'all don't
fans.
want Cowboys to be better. Why would
Are
you
you
want that
really
to happen?
trying to pick an argument with me about
No,
this
it's
right
not an
now?
argument. It's football talk, buddy. It's not an argument.
Do you see what's happening?
Yeah, you just said him coming
it.
back, Cowboys wouldn't be popular.
I didn't.
That's crazy.
Pops, listen to my words for a second. My opinion that I'm about to give about Amari Cooper coming back
I heard you sound
may be unpopular to Cowboys fans, but to the rest of the NFL fans who are not Cowboys fans, they may look at it and go, you know what, he might have a point. We'll see what happens. Amari Cooper coming back to the Cowboys will be like Zeke coming back to the Cowboys. It hasn't panned out the way
No
that they.
comparison, Patrick.
It hasn't panned out the way that they thought it was going to pan out right away so far.
Listen to that, man.
I know that hurts to hear it, but the reality is,
Opinion.
you guys are the
So don't ever tell me about
you
my
guys
opinion,
are
how
the
crazy.
you got.
Don't
This is
ever
not
say
a
that
crazy
again.
opinion.
He's
What
not,
I,
he's not stating a fact though.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
saying that's his opinion. But you be saying your opinion is fact.
so Ron, this to finish this point, Ron, real quick. Hold that thought. Don't forget it, because
And
they were.
hold on, pal. And he told you that was his opinion before you went in.
Yeah, it's just my opinion.
That's all.
They were hooping and hollering about Zeke Elliott coming back to the Cowboys, and they're gonna run all over everybody, and this and that. It hasn't panned out that way. They are 32nd in the league in rushing.
Because Zeke haven't been running.
Hold on for a second. Zeke has.
Hold
been
up, I'm just telling you.
Zeke has been running the ball.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you say stuff like
Zeke
that.
has been running the
Talk
ball,
about
and
it.
he's got one of the lowest yards per carry average in the league right
You
now.
gotta have the ball in his hand all to
I'm
get
just
an
saying.
average.
But to be fair though,
Hold on.
No,
know,
Patrick don't know what he's talking
but
about.
to be fair, they haven't been giving Zeke.
Okay,
the ball.
But see, Patrick
okay.
They're
just
trying to
God,
spread-
But
I
what
don't know,
gets
listen.
on my nerve is he
But-
talk and
but-
don't
but
even
listen,
study. Don't even watch the game.
here-
But they've been trying to spread the ball out between the other two
I
backs
know.
and Zeke.
No, you don't know that.
But
If you think you would say what you say.
here's what I'm saying.
I thought they was gonna make Zeke the feature back, and if
But
they
here's
did
my
that,
point.
then he would.
Here's my point, and this is the draw.
We played the
this-
Browns.
this
He
is
was
the-
number one
This
back.
is the draw
What
from.
happened with the Browns,
This is the
y'all?
draw from the point you made earlier, Trap, between Agier and Robinson. Agier had half the amount of carries and touches and had twice as many yards. The old Zeke, yeah, he could probably do that. But this version of Zeke, like I said, he's still a phenomenal back.
But they're not giving the ball enough for him to do it.
my point.
And they didn't get him.
This is my point.
They didn't get him
This
to be
is-
the old Zeke.
this is
Patrick.
my point.
They didn't pick him to be the old Zeke.
This is my point.
You crazy.
It's not the same Zeke because the old Zeke would not have needed. He could have got the same amount of touches that he's getting this season.
No.
And had
That
one
would
and
have
a-
been different. Come out, man.
and had 1.5 times the yards that he's had right now. The old Zeke. He's not the same. I'm telling you
I
right
get
now.
that, but you
still- We all know that.
now,
You still gotta give him the opportunity.
here's my
That's what I'm
point.
saying.
So
just-
that's
he's a
why
hater, guy.
that's why, because of that,
He's a hater.
without giving Zeke the opportunities and you won't get the production that all these people are looking for. I think, in my opinion, that Amari Cooper coming back to the Cowboys will be like Zeke coming back. It's
Oh,
not
out of your
it's not
mind.
going to be this phenomenal explosion in the passing game for the
I
Cowboys.
disagree on that.
Well,
They don't have to
you
double
said the
team.
same thing about
They
Zeke.
can't double team
disagree.
You
CD
said the
no
same
more
thing about
Patrick.
Zeke.
Cool, I
Guys,
disagree, bro.
I'm
You
gonna
said
say something
the
that
same
makes
thing about
sense.
Zeke.
I
That's
disagree,
stupid.
bro.
Right now they
No.
double teaming
we get-
CD,
we-
and that's what they do.
we-
Mark
get-
Cooper, they won't be able to double
They just gotta
team no
get the
more.
ball.
We can agree to disagree, but my point is this.
That's hate and stupid.
It's not hate. It's
that's
just
stupid.
This is my opinion, and I could be proved wrong.
Yeah, you
but
do.
until then, I have a right to have my opinion.
And
And we just agree to disagree, and that's fine.
That's just stupid talk.
And so that's what I'm saying.
Ron want to say something.
That's
Go ahead,
stupid.
Ron.
Patrick, how can I be nice when I say this?
Just say it like it is. He's
Patrick,
stupid.
when you got a number one wide receiver,
You call him stupid, bro.
That's crazy, man.
when you got a number one wide receiver, what
You
Cooper
wouldn't
is,
like that. Come on now.
when you got a CD Lamb, a number one wide receiver, if that dude get Cooper back, it would take pressure. You cannot double team both of them.
I agree with you. We've already established that. I agree with you on that.
Wait a minute. Number two, it would help CD Lamb to do his job better.
I
So
agree.
you got another. You will not be worried about the other side.
And then to help Brandon
We've
Cooks and Jake Ferguson.
We've
too.
already established that I agree with you on that.
All right,
Not to
number-
mention,
but-
if you got two number ones that'll pull those defensive people off the front of the line,
The margin-
and then the backs will have room to run.
The margin of the margin of
That's crazy.
the difference in production that people would think we will have, in my opinion, I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. I don't think it's going to be that great of a margin. That's just my opinion.
They were number one when they was there before. Mark Cooper and Dak was number one.
Mark Cooper's been banged up, and he's not the same Mark Cooper.
Man, you crazy? All right.
I'm just
You
saying
got-
he's more injury prone now. That's all I'm
You
saying.
got. Wait a minute. You got.
And if they put him back in a position where they want to make him the number one receiver, he'll
They
probably
number
start.
the city's number one now.
If they put him back in a position where they want him to be more of a featured role in the receiving core,
Did you hear that?
with that Dallas offense and the way that they like to run their offense, they're probably setting him up to be injured to start getting the injuries again. I'm just saying because he was already starting to get injured.
He'll be the number 2 receiver there.
That's my point. If he's a number 2 receiver, yeah, but it's still
But then a number one at the same
the
time.
margin of difference that they're looking for. It won't be as
They both number 1 receivers, but he would be the number 2 on that team.
yeah.
But
And
he's a
that's-
number one receiver.
And that's what Ron is saying. And I think, I mean, I agree with
I
that.
don't think Ron saying what you saying.
Ron, did I not just say that I agree with what you were saying?
You did say that. But
Okay.
Special teams is terrible tonight too, Ron. By the way, I don't know what's going on with
So
our
all I'm
special
saying
teams.
is, I just
They
don't think
crazy.
it'll.
They
I just don't
terrible.
think the difference that they're looking for it to make will be as much as they're expecting. That's all I'm saying.
But I think it's going to work out for both of them because once again, you cannot
believe
double
y'all.
team both of them.
I don't believe you're saying that.
I agree. And listen, let me clarify something because maybe
You don't want nobody to talk. That's what it is.
maybe I need to clarify something. I am not sitting up here on this podcast saying that it won't make a difference at all.
That's what you said. You said
It will be.
much.
I'm not saying it wouldn't be an improvement, but I think everybody's looking at it like, oh, when Mark Cooper goes over there, it's going to be this explosion, and it's going to be.
It will be.
It's going to be 2 or 3 times as good as it is now. No, it's not going to be that big of a difference. That's all I'm saying. Will it be an improvement? Yes.
Nah, it's gonna be a big difference.
That's all I'm saying.
I think it's gonna be a
They
big
can't hardly handle CD right now. You put Mark Cooper on the other side of that.
There's teams that have been handling CD pretty good.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big difference.
Not
Like,
really, bro.
That's gonna open up a lot of things, especially when Brandon Cooks come back from injury.
Yeah.
And you got Cooper and you got Ferguson at the tight end. That's
Right.
gonna
But
open
see,
a
that's the
lot of
beautiful thing about this conversation. We can agree to disagree, and then we'll see what happens. The fun part is having a conversation and then seeing what happens, right?
The bottom line,
things. Well, I mean, if it happens, then I mean, you're gonna have to eat those words, though.
bottom line is this, guys.
I've already said if it happens, then I'll be wrong.
The bottom line
But
is
see, this is my opinion. It's not like I'm saying
Can nobody
this
else-
100% will happen. This is just my opinion. That's all I'm saying.
well, since we're talking about the Cowboys for a little, I'm gonna say a couple of things. I'm gonna be cut off again, but y'all, the reason I'm telling you, see, CD Lamb right now is out there, and if you looked at the game, they're holding them and snatching them, and they're not calling nothing. They're just holding them. 5 yards, you can do what you want to a guy. But once they pass that 5-yard guy, you can't have your hands on the receiver. Go to any of our game that we play. Just go to any of them and look. After 5 yards, watch CD Lamb after 5 yards and tell me what you see. I was talking to Travis about it. Go out after 5 yards, they're holding them. You got the hands all over them. Just go look. And I'm sure a lot of other receivers getting that done the same way. I'm sure it is. But Cowboys, they love to throw flags, and they're not giving us all we supposed to get for us coming to flag. And we've been getting beat by flags. If you look at the games, man, we get 10 yards, they'll put us back 15. We get 15 yards, they'll put us back. They'll put us back. I'm telling you, we lose most of the game with flags. Just go check the game. But you know what? You put another number one receiver with CeeDee Lamb. Y'all, 3 things gonna happen, and you might not like it because you don't like Cowboys. They're gonna have to get off that line. They can't. And when Zeke running, they crowd the line. They've been doing that because they know Zeke will get away from them. Now you let them not crowd that line, let Zeke run. They won't do that. Now all I'm telling you now, when we get another receiver and got cooked, they're gonna have to back off. And I'm telling you now, Zeke Elliott, they've given the ball. They gave him the ball in the Browns, and he was averaging, my man, 4 yards a carry. That's what he was averaging. So I got a feeling when Cook get there, him and Davin, they're gonna open Zeke up. And they say they reserving him. I don't know what that's all about. But guys, if Mari Cooper get back to that team, watch and see how much bigger, how big of it's gonna be. Mari Cooper is the best route runner in the business, and he got honestly speaking, the best hands. Let that go down and see what happens. It will make a difference.
I know they did not throw no flag on us or no late hit, and
let's go to
the
another
dude
subject.
running for the first down.
The flags will kill you now.
He did hit him counter on the back.
Well, yeah, he had him out.
That was stupid.
He had him out. See,
But Baker was like kind of waiting, like sucking him in to make the hit before he went out of bounds.
But when you going out of bounds, you know that man's going out of bounds.
And they didn't call the call.
Uncondom.
They didn't call the holding call on Matthew Judon before that because they was holding Judon that would have had a sack before that, and they didn't even call that. Judon looked at the ref like, bro, what's up? Didn't call that.
See, he know that guy was going out of bounds.
Yeah, but they should have called Matthew Judon hold, and that would have even came to that.
Well, yeah. But see, that's just it. The referees call what they want and when they want and how they want to call.
I don't know how these refs work, man. I don't get these refs.
But I want y'all to fact check me on CeeDee Lamb after he passed 5 yards. Fact check me on that.
What's going on, Matt Clement? Matt Clement said it won't be that big of a difference. He says, boo hoo hoo, cry me a river. I guess that's to you.
But you know what I got to say? And I'm going to be nice about it. Who cares what you say? Who cares? Now that's what I'm saying. It's all in love. But who cares? I'm just gonna say right now, because you know Mari Cooper will make a difference, but you hate and you won't tell the truth.
But moving on to the next topic, even though the game is going on right now, how do y'all feel about Kyle Pitts? Do y'all feel like he's overrated and he's done in Atlanta, or do y'all feel like he can get better, or do y'all feel like he's just not it?
I like to have it.
Ron, what do you think?
A part of me said trade here and still my friend.
No, I'm with you.
Another part of me said Coach Cousins, y'all get him the ball. So I'm in the middle. If you look at our past 4 games, Coach Cousins had not really gave him the ball. And last week he went 0-3 in catches. So you gotta do your part, Kyle Pitts. You gotta catch the ball when it comes your way.
But to be fair, also,
I don't think
when Kurt throws him the ball, he's getting shut down by linebackers and everything else. Like what else can Kurt do? Like
he got a lot of hairs coming.
Cal got to no when he got time and he get the ball to Kurt. It's been plays tonight when he's had time and threw it to Cal and linebackers is just shutting him down.
I'm talking about times when he on the hairy.
No. I'm talking about when he got time. There's no excuse. I'm not making no excuse for this dude. Cal got to start separating himself, getting separation, running better routes, being tougher, using his body like a basketball player, boxing people out and catching that ball. He shouldn't be getting just shut down by any and everybody that's sticking on him. This man should be dominating. This man is 6'6", and he's getting shut down by little short linebackers, and it ain't making no sense to me. That's how I feel. And as far as me personally, I want to trade him. I want him going out of Atlanta. I'm sick of Kyle Pitts. I'm off that train. Been off that train. I'd rather get some picks for him and go get a traditional tight end to put there because he's obviously not working.
So, how many draft picks and what draft picks you think we would get for Kyle Pitts?
He's number 4, fourth pick overall?
A third or 4th.
You can get a second for Cal. I think you can get a second. Probably get a second and a 5th. And I'll take that.
3rd or 4th. That's the best you're gonna come.
Nah, you're not gonna get no 34. You can get a second for Cal, bro. He was number 4th pick in the
Well,
draft.
I know what he was.
He's number 4th overall in the draft.
So
They're gonna go
To
by
me-
production though.
If they're talking about giving Adams a second, Cal Pitts is younger and was a 4th overall pick, then he can get a second for him, bro.
to me, it go back to what you just said, Travis. He's 6'6". He got to use his body like a basketball player.
I'd love to have him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He be playing wide receiver and tight end for y'all.
Both. Yeah, both. So you mean to tell me that wasn't pass interference? They calling everything for Tampa, but not giving
So
us nothing
real
at
quick,
our house.
Kevin had a question not too long ago.
insane.
If y'all don't mind me reading it real quick, it's and Pops, since Kevin is asking you, he said, "What's the largest crowd you've ever been a part of in your life?" Down the street, the Brewers hit back-to-back home runs, and 45,000 strong erupted all at the same time. It was a thing of beauty.
So what's the question actually?
What's the biggest crowd you've been a part of? Like
Well, brother,
concert, game, whatever.
but brother, I've been to a lot of concert games. We traveled halfway around the world. I couldn't say what number, but I guarantee you this: I've been with a lot of crowds, and I've been to a lot of football games. It doesn't matter how many in the crowd. What's happening? What matters is what's going on in that field right there. And it don't matter how many crowds, because I'm a performer. I've been with a lot of crowds, and I just haven't kept up with that. So it doesn't matter about the crowd. It really doesn't matter. I'm sure that you probably been at some of the games, and they might be more crowd, but I don't know overall. I've been traveling all my life performing, so it'd be hard for me to answer that.
Yeah.
Well, for me, the biggest crowd I've been a part of is when I went to the Georgia Dome when we broke the record for WrestleMania. I think it was 88,000. That was the biggest crowd I've been a part of.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be much bigger than that.
Yeah, I think the biggest
That's
crowd,
why I say I don't know, man.
biggest crowd I've been part of is I think it was a Clemson game.
Yeah,
A home
we broke the
Clemson
record.
game.
We used to go to a lot of
at
Clemson
WrestleMania
games
Georgia
and-
Dome. That was the
Yeah.
one that Rock
Went
hosted.
to a couple Panthers
Yeah.
games.
Undertaker went against
Yeah.
Triple H in the
Yeah.
main event. He
No,
jumped
Wrestling.
No, I take that back. I
Now
take
you
that
know
back.
the wrestling, they'll draw a lot more crowd. And I went to all the wrestling, so
I take
back
that
in the
back.
day,
Yeah.
been a lot of crowds, bro.
I take that back. The largest crowd I've been part of was a preseason Atlanta game when they played the Bengals last season. Yeah, that was the biggest. I
Bro,
just remember.
I
Yeah.
don't really know the crowd. I don't even know. But I'm sure you've seen some big ones because you probably go to a lot of them games.
100%. Guys, I guess we'll get to the picks, right? Did anybody else have anything they wanted to touch on?
Anything you want to say, Ron, before we go to the picks?
I will say a little comic relief for everybody, just to kind of so we talk about Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, even though Russell is battling his way back from calf injury and he's feeling better, but he's still not starting this week coming up. This is a little tidbit of comedic relief.
When you get through, I'm going to say something.
Yeah, when it comes to the Justin Fields situation. Check this out.
Oh, I'll take it from here, nurse.
What is this for?
Now, to give you a little backstory, the point of view is Russell Wilson, hey, it looks like I'm healthy and ready to go back to the game. And that reaction is the medical staff. So Russell was like, he finally gets to a point where he's ready to go back in the game. The staff ain't gonna let him go back anyway. They're gonna make sure he stay injured. That's how much they love Justin Fields now. That's the whole point of the thing.
Y'all remember when Tony Romo was a starter and he got hurt and Dak went in? And when Tony Romo got well, what happened? When you got a hot hand, you won't let that man go. And that's what's going on with the Steelers right now. If that guy keep the hot hand, Russell Wilson ain't getting back in there. So the same thing happened with Tony Romo. You see what I mean? Tony was our starter. But when he let Dak in there and Dak had the hot hand, even Tony saw the Tony professional. My man Tony. Tony just said, he got the hot hand, leave him in there. So if your guy Patrick got the hot hand, Wilson, he ain't getting back in there.
That's what any team, Pops.
This I will say though, Ron, this is the most involved I've seen.
Well, it depends on.
Cal Pitts get in tonight. This is the most involved I've seen him.
It depends on the
Because
team.
they're throwing the ball to him.
It depends on the team too. Like, let me give you an example.
Wait a minute.
Let me give you an example. Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. If those guys get injured
Started one
and
we picked up from Chicago.
got some moves.
He was Justin Fields' number one receiver.
Yeah.
So that's really number one.
If those guys get
He had
injured
like 1,000 yards.
and their backup comes in and has and he gets
number
hot,
one then. He was number
He
one
are
receiver.
number one. Yeah. Right
when
now.
those guys,
He's number one right now.
Him over Drake, yeah, he number one right now.
I thought Drake was.
Let,
I thought Drake was number
let
one.
me say this.
yeah. Well, let me. I'm just trying to let them talk real quick because
Well, Pops was asking a question.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you got Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers, those guys, if they get hurt and their backup comes in and gets a hot hand, when those starters get healthy, they coming back in the game. That's the difference between Russell Wilson now versus Russell Wilson when he started out with Seattle early in his career. It's not, of course, it's not the same Russell Wilson. So Justin Fields, if he stays hot, any team in their right mind would let him finish out that. Now if you put the older version of Russell Wilson when he was with Seattle when he was making the Super Bowl runs, that's a different story. You start that version of Russell Wilson when he gets healthy, no matter how good Justin Fields is playing. But we know, even though Justin Fields balled out at the end of being with Denver, it's not the same Justin. So it's not the same Russell. So you gotta ride the hot hand. I think any team would, right?
Let me, yeah.
Pitch, 8.
But if you go back and
Shit, about
watch
100
the
yards,
Green Bay
man.
game this past weekend,
They just
and
ain't
me and
using that guy.
Travis
Keep saying it.
Nate, me and
He was in
Travis
this
and
game
Nate
about time.
just
He's
talked
better than
about
y'all think he is.
when Malik
He actually got
Willis
separation, got open that time. That's my point.
when Malik Willis beat Tennessee and Jordan Love were injured. Now Jordan Love came back and they made him the starter again. I'm like, why you gonna make him the starter and he coming off an injury? Malik Willis was playing good football.
That's holding.
Yeah, it's a smaller sample size, I think, because Malik was in for 2 games. Was it 2 games?
3 games.
3 games. Jordan Love, in my opinion, if I look at what Malik Willis has done versus what Jordan Love did last year, Jordan Love still seen as a better quarterback to this point. All right.
I understand that, but if
I knew this was gonna be
Malik
flash
Willis
galore tonight
got the
because
hot
that black
hand.
referee with the glasses. I already knew.
But what now?
Every time.
Yeah, I think the
it's gonna
situations are different
be
though. Like
flags all night long.
I
already
think
knew.
with Justin Fields, you let him keep the hot hand
I tell you
because,
every time you see him,
like I said, Russell
bad
Wilson's
game.
not exactly the same. And like I said, there's
think
not like
Fields left.
there's not a huge gap physically between Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. I've always said, and I've been consistent with that, other than experience and like football IQ and stuff like that.
Wow.
So would it be worth putting Russell back in this situation, looking at these 2 quarterbacks? I don't think you do that with the hot hand in this situation. That's different. Whereas with Jordan Love and Malik Willis,
Crazy.
I personally think Jordan Love is the better option, at least at this point.
I would not do that. I would not put Russell Wilson back.
No,
in there.
I'm agreeing with you. with you. That's 2 different situations. If it was a situation where there's clearly a big difference in them, then yeah. But in this situation, it's a win-win either way. If Justin Fields is got the hot hand, stick with him.
All right,
know?
let's get to the picks, man.
Yeah. While you setting it up real quick, Kevin said, Ron Thomas, I'll laugh if Andy Dalton repeats his performance taking over Bryce Young on the Carolina Panthers and takes the South. The hot hand, like Pat's saying, y'all pooped a brick. That's what I'm trying to say.
That'll never happen.
You don't think so?
No.
Who your team is, Kevin?
Vikings.
Walt-
Vikings.
No
We talking
one.
about switching up on.
No one.
He's saying
You sound
if
crazy.
Andy Dalton do the same thing what basically Aaron Donald was doing over there. I mean Sam Donald was doing over there with the Vikings in the South. Saying Carolina win the South, that ain't gonna happen. Man. It's wishful thinking.
I should
All right.
know a Minnesota Vikings fan would say something. Jump
Yeah.
right there.
Well, time to get to these picks, gentlemen.
All right, first game, Bucks at the Falcons. The game that's playing right now. Pops, Pat, who you got?
I'm going to take a guess that we unanimously picked the Falcons because on paper, the Falcons should win. I picked the Falcons,
Yeah.
I
But-
picked the Falcons also.
I did you on paper. You
But-
right. You right.
but the Bucks, it could have went either way, to be honest with you, because the Bucks have been
But
playing
on paper,
good.
Falcons are a better team.
We're gonna win this game, man. I just feel like we gotta stop what's been killing us tonight is all these damn flags, killing ourselves. Offsides, false starts, and refs calling little ticky-tack plays. Anytime you see that black ref with the glasses, it's gonna be that way every time.
Yeah.
I tell Ron and Nate this every time. You see that black ref with the glasses? I don't care what game he's in. That crew gonna be throwing flags all night long.
And we get him. It seems like Cowboys get him every.
Kevin said, I'm living the dream, Ron. Nobody listened to me until I got success in the present. But the fact of the matter is that I'm proof that if you build good habits and stack them to the ceiling, eventually you catch a break when talent and preparation meet opportunity. And that's when you strike. The icing on the cake is when you cut the turnovers, which is true because turnovers a lot of times decide the game turnover ratio.
Bro.
Well, listen, let's get through the picks first, and then we'll come back and read the comments.
But that's a good point, bro.
Yeah.
Cut them turnovers.
Cut the turnovers, and that's my friend. My friend is recipe for a championship.
That is
because we can't get through the picks.
Yeah, I got you.
I agree with that, bro. That's on the money.
We're gonna read the picks, guys, and then we'll get back to the comments afterwards.
Part of the reason I read it because his game is next.
But he's right about the turnovers.
It's killing the flow of the picks. We're trying to make the picks.
Right. What's next?
Next game, Jets at the Vikings.
I picked the Vikings, of course.
I got the Vikings in this. Also.
And I got the Vikings too, because on paper they better.
Now,
Ron, what you got?
I got the Vikings.
Aaron's still showing flashes of his former self here and there, but
something ain't quite right about him, guys.
Well, they're still building a team around him.
But he looked okay last week now.
Until somebody knocked the Vikings off, I feel like the Vikings are the real deal. They're the best team in the NFC. Shit, it might be the best team in the NFL right now.
I mean,
possibly.
Donald been playing some good ball.
Yeah, until somebody knock him off, that's why I got
he found the perfect fit. And not being a system quarterback, what I mean is the perfect fit. That scheme, him with the team, with them receivers, that's what I'm saying.
He finally got a team that got some weapons around him. Finally.
And that too.
And good coaching. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Next game, Panthers at the Bears.
You know what? The Bears been looking a little shaky, man. They've been going back and forth, even though, is it Caleb? What's that guy's name?
Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, yeah. I didn't want to say the wrong name, but Caleb is going to be a great quarterback, too. He's young. But the Panthers, Andy Dalton, for whatever reason, is like Flacco 2.0 with the Panthers. You know what I mean? It's like he found a second breath, and they're actually playing some really good ball. So he still got a little bit left in the tank, like Rocky says. So I'm picking Panthers over Bears.
All right, I got the Panthers. Pops, who you got?
I got the Bears on this one.
Oh,
it's about time for them to win one, guys.
Okay.
Ron, who you got?
Pops, you're not by yourself on this one. I got Chicago.
Okay, it's time for them to win one.
Now, let me ask y'all a question. Pops has a lone wolf on this one, so let's hit that wolf high real quick. I think it's that one. No, it's not that one.
Let's get it popping.
Why are y'all picking the Bears is my question.
One, defense. They at home. Carolina got to travel to Chicago.
This game is a toss-up. Either one of these teams can win.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, Ron.
Because they're in the bottom half.
Defense and at home.
Carolina.
That's mine. That's mine too.
Don't mean. I mean, this game is a toss-up, man.
Yeah.
Carolina don't travel too well.
You just don't know what you're gonna get.
Well, they haven't been. They might fool me this time.
All right. Next pick, we got the Ravens at the Bengals, and I was not expecting the Ravens to decimate. Ooh, they barely kept that one. Yeah, they barely kept it. I was not expecting the Ravens to decimate the Bills like they did. I mean, that's just they just manhandled them basically. So
what?
I wasn't expecting the Ravens to decimate the Bills this past week like they did.
Bills didn't get decimated. What are you talking about?
They beat them pretty handily.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
They did, Trav.
Hold on, what game am I talking
The
about?
Ravens and the Bills, Trav.
Ravens and the Bills.
They stomped the mud hole in the Bills.
Did they beat the Bills?
They beat them like 2.5, 3 scores, bro.
I don't know what I'm
Travis,
thinking
you make the list, bro.
Josh Allen cannot do nothing.
I'm thinking about another game or something.
Yeah, because the
sorry,
Bills.
folks,
That's all right. The Bills were 3-0. The Ravens had just won against Dallas, and they were kind of trying to come back up.
Are you? What's the your paper?
Ron, what are we doing, Ron?
Where's your paper at from last week? Make sure.
They just played Monday night,
I
Trav,
just played Monday, Charles. You know,
and he's still trying to verify. Pops, what? Talk to your son, man. Talk to your son, Pops.
Well, guys, I was working, so I didn't get to see the game. To be fair,
But you come in, I told you.
yeah, but I'm thinking.
But I'm thinking you check the
I was
game after the
thinking-
score afterwards.
I came in, I told
Travis,
you they dogging
but
me.
I kid you not, they
I was thinking
They-
that was
You
another
come in
team,
and then
though.
you
they
talk about
manhandled the
it.
Bills, bro. They
Yeah,
decimated
but I
them.
was thinking that was another team for some reason.
Lamar ran all over them. Derrick Henry ran what 2 touchdowns
Let's go
run,
to the next subject.
3. Anyway,
Okay,
so I'm picking the Ravens over the Bengals. What y'all got?
I got the Ravens.
I got the Ravens.
My fault. Who you
Speak-
got? Who you
Colts
got,
and
Ron?
Jags, y'all. Next one.
Oh, let's get Ron's pick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
where they playing at, that matter.
They're paying at at Cincinnati, but I don't think it matters.
I
think
told
it
you
do.
Baker gonna start doing it. He know he gotta have. He gonna start running now, and our defense can't stop no dual threat running quarterback
Yeah.
for shit, bruh. I don't know what it
think-
is.
Well,
I
you
know
got to
lonely-
start doing it
I
too.
know.
It's like they can't
Lonely
tackle for nothing,
Wolf.
man. When it comes to running quarterback.
I got Cincinnati on that.
Okay. Here's the other thing. Just a not only a plug for the
Okay,
AFC
next.
North, but a plug for my team too. Is the good thing about where we are right now, even though we had that loss, we got the ugly loss out of the way early. Hopefully, it's the only one. But also, we are still winning our division, and we're still the number 4 seed overall in the AFC. So when you can lose and still be in a good position and let it be a learning experience, that's a good thing. And for once, which is rare, we're in that position. So I'm glad.
And that's what's happened to the Cowboys, Patrick.
And I said that because this is the AFC North rival game we just got finished talking about. So no matter who wins this game, we'll still be in the driver's seat. That's that. Next game, Colts at Jags. I think the Jags have not been good on stopping the run and their defense, and the Colts have pretty good running game. And if Anthony Richardson is back, is it Anthony Richardson?
I'm hearing it.
Yeah.
Clicking that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Anthony Richardson is back, they're gonna have a problem with him. Even if he's not, Flacco's playing pretty good ball still. So I think the Colts get the Jags in this one.
All right, I'm going Colts. Who you got, Pop?
I'm going with the Jags.
Oh,
Who you got, Ron?
I got the Colts.
Pops,
I
why you got?
don't believe in the Jags.
Why you got the Jags, Pops?
Because they do. Because it's at the Jags, too. Now,
Yeah, because they're 0-4, ain't they?
These damn flags.
it's time for them to win, guys. I'm going to go with them.
All right.
They get beat again, then I won't go with them again.
They do for a win at some point. You know that.
Yeah, they going to get the Colts this time.
I just don't think it'll be this week. Next up, the Bills at the Texans. Despite the fact that they got annihilated past Monday night, they should beat the Texans because C.J. Stroud and them just hadn't hit their stride yet. They look phenomenal in preseason. You know, beating up on the other teams, the second string teams, but this season they just
Who do you got, bro?
the
Yeah,
Bills.
yeah.
Thank you.
The Bills.
I got the
Thank
Bills
you.
in this game also. Who you got?
I got the Bills.
Who you got, Ron?
I got Houston.
Houston.
Again, we're on a podcast talking about football, but we can't elaborate on the picks that we're
We
making.
understand
No,
that, bro, but
it's
it's just
time.
you're
You're
long-winded, bro.
long-winded.
Yeah, I guess we can't
Time
elaborate on
Nah,
the
you
picks.
just long, Patrick. We're running
And
late,
then we
bro.
can't, and then we can't say why we're picking a certain team.
No, you can say that. It's
Next
just
game.
you're long-winded.
Next
bro.
game, Miami at New England. I got New England. I got Miami rather.
Oh, 5
Even
minutes
though
talking
Miami's been struggling a little bit, especially without Tua, but they should be able to beat the Patriots.
It's been kind of a trick, man, you know.
I got the Patriots on that one.
And I got the Patriots.
Who you got, Ryan?
Patriots.
Okay.
Next game, Browns or Redskins. I think this is an upset in terms of who's supposed to win, who's favored to win. Probably the Browns are kind of favored to win, but I think the Redskins are going to get them. I think the Redskins is going to get them. So
Baker Mayfield just got hurt.
I think it'll be.
That boy tough, man.
Too tight. Come to the sideline.
You got to go off because he got hurt.
Yeah, I know.
It's 4th down, so gotta go out.
uh,
I think the Redskins going to beat the Browns at home.
I got the Redskins.
Commanders, rather.
and I got the Commandos.
Who you got, Ron?
I got Washington Commodores.
Ooh, his leg got tied up underneath him.
Go ahead, Patrick.
Next game, we got the Raiders at the Broncos. The Broncos seem to be picking up steam and coming on now. With is it Will Levis? I'm sorry, not Will Levis.
Connor Minshew.
No, that's
You said Raiders, right?
Broncos.
Oh, Bo Nix.
Yeah, Bo Nix. Yeah, they seem to be coming on. So I think the Broncos is gonna win at home because the Raiders they finished last year so strong and then they just look like they hadn't picked up their stride either this year. But I'm going Broncos.
I got Broncos in this game. Who you got, Pop?
I got the Raiders.
Pop's gonna lose bad this week.
Is they top pass rusher playing this week?
Crosby?
Yeah, he did not play last week.
I don't know. But
I
who you
don't
got?
Fuck it.
We can't help you. We can't help you.
Give me the Denver Broncos.
If I say do your research.
Got the Broncos.
I'm just joking, Ryan. I'm just joking.
No. It's truth though. I mean,
It's true.
you gotta have head down before you come in.
Because when
with
I asked
the
Travis, that Travis be like, I ain't giving you no answers.
Ain't nothing I can. No. I'm gonna help you beat me. No.
Go to the next one.
Cardinals at 49ers. I'm going 49ers. Cardinals got an upset win at the beginning, then ever since then, they've been kind of going a little bit downhill there. Going 49ers
I got the 49ers
at home.
I got
you got?
49ers.
Right.
49ers.
49ers.
Okay. Next game, we got the Giants at the Seahawks. Pap.
Lord, have mercy.
I got the Seahawks at home. Even though the Giants played the Cowboys good last week, that's a division rival. Don't let that fool you. The Seahawks are the better team, especially at home.
Definitely the Seahawks. Who you got?
Seahawks.
Ron, who you got?
Seattle.
Yeah, that's a
Seahawks.
no-brainer.
Okay.
Next up, Packers at Rams. Again, hats off to the freaking Rams. The most injured, beat-up team in the league, yet they're finding a way to either be competitive or win these games at home. I say they edge one out against the Packers.
Okay, I got the Packers on that one. Pops, who you got?
I got the Rams.
I got Green Bay.
They'll start getting some people back now.
You got Green Bay, Ron?
I got Green Bay.
Yeah, Brandon Howard said Green Bay too, and that's his team.
Next game, game of the week. Game of the week. Game of the week. Cowboys at the Steelers.
I do believe it's the game of the week.
This is the hardest one to pick for me.
Yeah, and I'll say this ahead of time. I shake the Cowboys fans' hands, including Pops, if they win, a good game. If we win, shake their hand, good game. It could go either way.
Somebody finna be pissed.
Somebody
You know
fix,
that.
but nonetheless, of course I'm going with the black and yellow. But I really think that the Steelers are playing better, and I think, we should win this game.
Yep. Sure you going Steelers on this one?
What do you think?
I'm just making sure.
What do you think?
Good. I'm just making sure.
Watch Travis say, I'm picking the Steelers.
Nah, bro. Nah. Not
Go
on
ahead.
this one.
Go ahead.
I'm going Steelers in this game
What'd I tell you, Ron?
because Dallas can't stop the run.
What'd I
and
tell you,
and I
Ron?
don't trust them.
course.
Sorry, Pops, but that's the only reason why, because y'all can't stop.
Because
the
we
run.
know the
Who you got?
Cowboys is.
I'm going with the Cowboys
You sure that's
because I'm going to the Cowboys because Steelers hadn't really played in one yet. And the other guy, you see what I'm saying? And the other guy they played was a rookie. That quarterback was a rookie. But the
So-
other two teams they played, Dallas will be the test for them.
nobody yet.
Even though I don't mean it in a bad way, I'm just saying the teams they played ain't those teams.
Do you realize the teams we beat
Just let me
are now
finish,
500
guys.
above
My
500 teams?
God,
Am I right, Travis?
You don't like nobody say nothing bad about your team with all due respect.
You said that you just threw the biggest
Well, let
insult
me
of the
go ahead
whole
and say it.
episode of this
But let me- It's
podcast.
my turn.
Golly.
Turn, man. Let him
You're
tell.
right. You're right.
You
You're right.
sat there and talked about the Cowboys. Now they say a word.
You got it good. Go ahead.
My Jesus. And, and I could be right.
Yeah, you can go.
Now, all I'm saying is this. They hadn't played a quarterback like that. All the quarterbacks that still played, they didn't have what that guy. And they didn't play against a guy like C.D. Lamb. Now, only way we weak, our defense is hurt bad. So, they favored 2.5 points over the Cowboys. The Cowboys always win the game they're supposed to lose. The one they're supposed to lose, they'll win. That's Cowboys. That's them.
So we played Kirk Cousins, but
So
he ain't
we'll-
nowhere near on
we'll-
Dak's
we'll-
level.
we'll-
Okay.
we'll see- no.
And then y'all
Every
just
time he
ain't
put-
nowhere near on their level, right?
I'm not even.
Patrick,
All right.
look
Ron.
at Kirk Cousins when they play the Cowboys. Dak always beats him.
All right, Ron. Who you got?
Yeah, that's a real fact. All right, anyway.
I got Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Why you got Pittsburgh?
I'm not
Because
going
right now
there.
they think they're a better team.
No. I'm
No,
not
I just want to know why you got it as a breakdown.
Why you look at Pops when you say that, Trap?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
He looked Pops dead in his eye like.
Ron's a professional.
He said, "Run." He said, "Run." He said, "Run." Why you got Pittsburgh? And he looked at Pops like this. He looked at Pops like this. That's crazy, man.
Go ahead, man. Say what's on your mind, bro.
Nice. Ray.
Go ahead, Ron. They cut you off,
Next
bro.
question, please. Next name.
Okay.
Okay, well. And Saints at the Chiefs. Who you got, pal?
Even though both of these teams have been known to get help from the refs, I go Chiefs on this one. And I can just about tell you why. Go ahead, Trap.
Oh, go ahead. Tell us why. I know you were just dying to. Go ahead. Go
tell
for
us
it.
why.
This is why right here. I'll go ahead and tell you right now as we speak.
Well, right now, he the GOAT.
The rest when the Chiefs are about to win.
Right now, that's GOAT right now.
That's what happens. This is the Chiefs. This is every Chiefs game that we've seen the last 4 years. Anyway, they are the new Patriots of the league.
Nice, Bijan.
But anyway, I got Chiefs, especially at home. Trap?
I got the Chiefs. No question.
I got
Because,
the Chiefs.
They will get help some type of way. I'm at this point now.
It's hard to
They will
bet
get help.
against Patrick. It's hard to bet against Patrick.
No, it's hard
man.
to bet against the refs at this point.
That is not taking away anything from Patrick because he's the best. He's a
that
standard
guy's
right
the GOAT
now.
right now. Y'all say what you want.
Yeah,
son.
but the refs is helping that man to be even more.
And
GOAT.
that's how you know you can win.
Wait
when you
a
got your
minute. Did you
favorite.
just say Patrick was the GOAT right now? Like the current best?
I mean,
Right now, he is the best.
No, I'm.
He is
But
the
Dad
best
is saying
right now.
this. This
No,
is another
like,
wild
I
moment.
think he's
It ain't no wild moment. I'm a
saying-
fact man.
he's
That's
saying
the matter with
in
you.
the league, right? Like
Yeah, in the league, yeah. Everybody know what I meant.
He is.
Oh, my God, man.
Okay.
You gotta make that like him.
you saying he's saying that over Dak? You
Yeah.
He is, man. Dak ain't won no Super Bowl.
Maybe he come around.
Just wanna God, I call it like it is. I'm not doing that. Right now, everybody knows Patrick hits the goal.
Look at Ryan.
I'm not gonna look ignorant to give you a pump. No. I'm not.
Dang, he left.
Whoa, pause.
He said, "Give him a pump."
Pause.
I'm old school, guys.
Oh,
The heck with that pause stuff. I'm gonna talk like I want to.
Nah, Ryan, that's when you say pause. He
Nah.
said he want to give him a
I'm gonna
pump.
talk like I'm supposed to. The heck with
All
that.
right.
I'm old school, guys.
Brandon said it's gonna be close, but my guy says Mike Tomlin will have the guys ready. I got Najee on my fantasy too. LOL.
Okay, Ryan, who you got? Saints at the Chiefs.
Give
course
me
I
the
already
Chiefs. Give me
I know
the
it hurts to say the
Chiefs
Chiefs.
are a better team.
We gotta
Yeah.
pick them over the Saints.
Y'all said
right?
walk over Saints with no good team. Y'all said walk over.
And that concludes the picks, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anything else we want
They ain't got
to
the
be
best defense and
said
they gonna get beat.
before we end this thing?
I'm good.
Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah. Y'all said while ago Saints didn't have no good defense. That's what y'all said a while ago.
Pause. There are pausable moments, Pops, and that was
I'm already said what I'm gonna say, and I'm not changing my mind.
it was a
I
joke,
think
Pops.
Kevin said
gonna
whenever
be
you hand Pops the ball
The
to
foot-
speak, you should play. I got the power. That says because you got the power because you get ready to speak.
Nice, Kevin.
That ain't even funny.
As a
Man.
matter of fact, you know
That's
what?
pretty
No,
funny.
come on, man. Let's go ahead and get through this.
You know what?
It's late, bro.
Yeah, it is getting late.
All right.
He
Okay.
started so late,
I
man.
listened to my peers.
You ain't listen to your peers.
It
You
was,
ain't
it
listen
was
to
early.
them.
I know what you're going
Yeah.
with. But it is getting late.
And even though I'm hovering over it,
And we
I'm
ain't
not
trying
gonna
to
do
keep
it.
y'all forever.
Yeah.
'cause We
Thank
2
y'all for
hours
tuning
and what 25 minutes
Yeah.
in.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Sure enough, though. Thank y'all. Again, without y'all, we don't have a podcast. And
And
so,
watch that Cowboys and Steelers game, guys.
yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Either way,
Y'all say we can stop the run.
hats off to the
Remember that.
best team. And here's the thing about it too. It's just like I say this about the Colts
Yeah, they
game.
should have a field day against y'all, Pop.
Mm-hmm.
I say this about the Colts game. I sit here and say that I think the Steelers are the better team this year, but it's not all. I've said this for 8 years. It's not always the best team who wins that day. It's the team that plays the best that day. When you play like crap for 3 quarters, well, 2.5 quarters, and then you wake up and try to come back from 17 down, you probably deserve to lose to a lesser team. And hadn't that been the Steelers for the last decade, losing to the Raiders when they were like 1 and whatever that year. You know, that's just, we tend to do that from time to time. We lose to a lesser team. I don't know why. I don't understand it, but it happens.
27 minutes, they score again, dog.
But anyway, Kevin said, I never thought I'd live to see the day, but of the biased jabberjaws, Stephen A. Smith even put my Vikings #1 on his Stephen A. list Whoa, Tuesday. More rare than Haley's comment, you'd think I scripted things. Oh, if Stephen Smith said that, that's pretty cool. And then, last but not
He's
least,
been reading that book. He knows who's going to win.
he said, next week, when you see me, I'll be 5-0. God bless and good night. Good night, Kevin. Appreciate it, man.
All right.
Hopefully, y'all should be 5-0. Y'all should be.
And Ryan, like I said, we appreciate you coming on the show. And until next time, thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Pops, anything else you want to say?
No.
All right, till next time.
Happy gaming, guys. And
Ron, thanks for joining
y'all
us.
keep safe out there.
Thanks for joining us,
Y'all
Ron.
keep safe out there, man.
Appreciate it, y'all.
We'll say a prayer for everybody. Y'all say a prayer for us,
Yep.
okay?
Till next time. Peace in the Middle East. Good episode, fellas. Good episode.
Remember what Trump says? Fake news. Fake news.
You still alive.
I know. That's why I said remember Trump fake
I'm
news.
telling Patrick that.
I know. I'm about to mute us. Nah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless. Good night. All that good stuff. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.